That's what we forgot. That's what we forgot. Oh, shit. We forgot a couple things. I need my wireless mic. And it's playing grappling hook right now. Okay. This. I need to wire myself up. Dang. It's always fun going live, and then, like, yeah, I'm good. I got everything. But I know there's something that I forget. Just as long as it's not stream breaking, we're usually good. Not having a wireless mic would be a little stream breaking. What up? I gotta do this. What's up, C? Manny Z? I think something like that. What's happening? We have something else. Can't shrink defroster lines on a Lexus. Why are you trying to shrink the defroster lines? We got a Jeep. I'm trying to do something different with the thumbnails. Oh, I gotta turn this on too. Hold, please. I'm trying to do something a little different with the thumbnails, and that's like highlight the whatever's difficult about the car that we're gonna do. Whatever the most notable things are. And then I put it in a little collage. What time is it? It's 11. All right. Good shit. Everybody wake up. We got work to do. My power went out first thing this morning. And it stayed off for like a half an hour. I was not sure if it was even going to come back on. Because there was one day it did it earlier this year. And it stayed off for like half the day. No fun. But I guess we're back. Do you guys have a demo of a Monte Carlo 2094? Ooh, that's far into the future. I don't have a specific video on that one, but if you look at a lot of like mid-tier cars, so like an Impala, something a little bit like a Malibu, any of those, they're going to be so similar. There's nothing going to be extra special about 2004. I like 2094 better. There's nothing that's gonna be like that much. Like it's very comparable to a lot of other ones that's out there. So it's gonna be hard to find super specific vehicles like that. But especially one that's that old right now, it's just not common. So if it was a little bit more notable, like a Thunderbird or something, you'd probably would. But yeah, those ones. It's just another back window. Been up since 5 a.m. Worked since 6. Ugh. That sucks. My workday is half over. Well, I guess that's the highlight of it, but man, I'm not a morning person. The only thing that gets me up in the morning now is having appointments. If I don't have appointments, I sleep in. And then I don't get anything done for the day. Thanks for the tips. I finally got dry shrinking down a little bit. Did my windshield with a few creases, not too bad. Hey, there you go. There's always going to be some imperfections. I'm hoping I get a call today. I looked at the new studio space. Few concerns, but slim pickings right now. We don't have a lot to be picky about, and I don't know. I have some pictures and stuff to show. I posted it in the group, though, so some of you have seen it already. But we can go over that, too. I realize you hand cut everything, but when shrinking stuff cut on a plotter, you can shrink it too far on one side or the other. Plotters, they give you that little like relief cut. If you actually just leave bulk film on your plotted patterns, you can shrink it just like you never cut it. For the most part. Why are you getting a new studio space? Because they don't want us here. They don't like me. Yeah, that shop space needs some work, but it could be really nice. Yeah, it's a project. But I don't think I can put it on this computer fast enough for the stream. But I actually have pictures of what this space looked like before I even started. It literally had drywall up, wasn't mudded, and it had these like 2 sets of LED lights on the top. That's literally all it had. So what I did was I learned how to mud. I did a shit job, but you can't really tell. And then I hung shelves and pretty boxes and then put some extra lights and then strung all these up around. All that was very basic shit. And it's cool. But in that space, it's going to take a little bit of work. Yeah, I saw your comment. Get the wiring looked at. Make sure it's up to code. I saw your comment about the sprinklers. There are no sprinklers in that place. But like, I'm in a bit of a position here, and that's like, dude, the spaces are just like not available. Like anywhere in my area, I'm looking around, and it's either you're spending like 4 or 5K a month, and you got to turn it into a whole big operation and shit like that, or you get into somewhere that's a little bit more sketch that needs a little bit more work, and then so like I really appreciate the looking out though. I really do. It's something I didn't consider. So same thing with like when I was told about leases and stuff like that, things to look out for on leases, so I'm going to be looking for some of that stuff too. So I'm just like I feel bad because I don't want to just jump into something that I'm not sure about, but it's like that's kind of been a lot of what I ended up doing, and then one way or another it kind of works itself out. So it's still risk, but it's managed risk at this point. I mean, worst case scenario, the whole place burns down, and there'll be something for it somewhere. I can make a YouTube video with me crying, right? Maybe that'll go viral. Are you in your home garage? Maybe. No. Sometimes you just gotta jump. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So, and it's like I've done with quite a few things, where it's like it could be way worse. Like I could have like a huge down payment and stuff like that on it or whatever, and just like it being like potentially financially crippling. It's not. It'll be managed, and the stuff that we want to throw in there. I'm gonna pretty much do very similarly to this in the back. Just stuff that, the floor, like in here, it can move. The shelving, it can all be moved. Everything can be taken out. So it's going to be an annoying amount of effort to get it in there, but it's not much. It's not like you use much open flame, but just good to know before you go in. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. Dude, I tried to use the clay bar yesterday, and the damn thing was stuck to the case. I was sad. So, yeah, depends on the clay bar. So the ones that I have, they still stick on the inside of the case some. They all do that. And some of them are, like, the Adams clay bar. I like the clay bar, but it's like, dude, that thing is like gum trying to get that out of a plastic case. One thing that you can actually do is take a piece of tint and stick it to the inside of the bottom, and then stick it to the inside of the top. And that helps it actually acts like kind of like a wax paper or something. So, but yeah, it is a little annoying for sure. But I haven't found one that hasn't done that yet. So it's just like comes with them. I'm going to be like paranoid looking at my phone because I just want to know. I want to know. So how are you doing? Can you get GeoShield without being a business? Yeah, have you tried any of the synthetic clay? Yeah, these are, as far as I can tell, synthetic clay bars. Can you get GeoShield without being a business? Yeah, like, talk to them first, though. So, GeoShield, they like to talk to people before they sell them film. And it's just because they want to get an idea what you're looking for. If you're just looking to tint your own car, they're not the right company for you. if you're looking to actually like order some rolls of film and like I've been tinting for a little bit, or I'm just trying to get my feet on the ground, they love supporting smaller people. They love supporting anybody that they possibly can. But what was that? Was that a voice? Oh, that was Bigsby. Shut up, Bigsby. Nobody asked you. Oh, Jesus. It popped up again. That was weird. I was making sure that it didn't pop up on stream. But yeah, they just want to talk to you before you get into it. What film do you recommend for shrinking? It's kind of like a wide question. Like they all can shrink. Carbons and ceramics typically will shrink slower or have a little bit more of a curve to them. Any dyed film is going to shrink a lot easier, or at least most will. So like if you just start out with like Lexan's carbon, you're going to have a much more difficult time shrinking it. But if you just use like even a cheap dyed film, it'll shrink very easily. So there isn't anything I recommend necessarily. Just like if you're looking to get started more, Tint Depot's got a lot of good dyed films that would be good for practice. So just check out their site. Have you ever tried laundry detergent as slip solution? In one video, I used a Tide Pod. Yeah, that was a thing. It was incredibly slick. You could try there's probably a bunch of shit that would work as slip solutions. I mean, most of them are soaps. They're just made a little bit differently one from another. The only reason that people probably use baby shampoo is because it was cheap and available. I mean, like, think about it. Like dryer sheets, baby powder, baby shampoo, and all that stuff. Like, it's all just cheaper, common stuff that you can find at grocery stores. Like, so, I don't know. But the people that really figured out to tint in the beginning, they just like kept trying stuff that worked because there wasn't any industry things. So the industry, like somebody made window film and then they gave it to people and said, install this. And then they kind of figured out over time things that worked well and how to make it a thing. So yeah, I think we're going to get started. Back to watching you on the 70-inch TV. Very nice. I need to get something like that. I have a projector though, so we might do. Oh, a really interesting thing that I thought of was using a projector for like for comments, so I could actually read them while I was like across the shop. That would be really cool. Do you cut rear truck windows from the inside? Yeah, usually. I went to and I peel the whole thing before I cut them. So you take a bulk piece, you clean the inside of the glass, you peel the whole thing, you stick it on the inside, and then trim it out and squeegee it. It's like one of the easiest ways to do truck windows. Good morning. What film do you recommend for flat glass? Oh, wow, a flat glass question. Nobody asked me those. I have no idea, though. I'm not a flat glass guy, unfortunately, which is probably why people don't ask me flat glass questions. It's cool to actually see one. What's a good company? Let me double check. I'm just going to double check before I even say something dumb. Oh, I got to pause this. And that's paused. Oh, GeoShield. Check out GeoShield. They do have architectural films. I just haven't used them. Talk to them about it though. They got a bunch of architectural films that you can pick from. I figured they did. It's just not something we've ever really had a conversation about. So check with them. And yeah, let me know. I just mostly stick to auto. Oh shit! C. Whitaker. I'm looking for the thing really quick. Okay, there we go. C. Whitaker with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy. Hail the tint god. I always see those comments too, by the way. Good luck on finding a spot. Congrats on the little tint god coming in November. Let's go. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. That's a funny comment too. The little tint god coming. That's great. Yeah, Tint Depot has them too. That's right. Do you play video games? I used to. I used to get big into like more single player. I'm not competitive, so like the whole Warzone, Call of Duty and shit like that, I don't touch any of that stuff. I really like any sort of single player RPG that you can get really into. So like Skyrim, I played that one for way too long and there hasn't been a game like it since. So I'm always pretty picky about them, but I don't have the time hardly anymore, unfortunately. I wish I did, but you should never use automotive films on commercial because the double pane. Yeah, absolutely. Don't just take auto and put it on flat glass. Bad things can happen. Unless it's like interior windows and stuff like that, then you can get away with some shit like that, but the heat and the glue, it screws it up. Alrighty, so I guess we should get started at this point. So we have a Jeep. We have a Jeep Wrangler. This thing had recently been mudding. He gave it a bath before he brought it in, which I'm super appreciative of. So that was really nice. Normally that doesn't bother me if somebody just, didn't get a car wash before bringing it in. But if you've been mudding, yes. So there's a couple things on this that I've noticed. There's definitely like some mud in the interior seals, so we're probably just going to tape those, which is not something we usually do. And then this back window, there's some stuff in the back that I have to move around a little bit, but then the back window is also like kind of a tricky cutout altogether. It's just very different from most back windows. They're not that difficult, it's just getting it cut out. So if you have a plotter, this one's a good one to actually plotter cut. You'll save a lot of time on that back window versus hand cutting it, but we don't, so we won't. Oh shit, I just did my dad's house with autofilm. The ones you want to be careful of is the like the windows that face the sun. And if they're dual pane, those windows can crack if they get a lot of sunlight. So it'll basically absorb it and then it can potentially crack. So architectural, you need to like reflect. It's better to reflect the heat away from the windows because those windows never go driving down the road. If they did, then there's probably like a hurricane or something. I recently just started tinting and learning from your vids. I'm getting more comfortable now, but still take my time. I was wondering how quick should I be able to do a car in order to start charging? Dude, it can take you all day and you can still charge. Don't feel like you have to get it done within a certain amount of time. The only reason that we value time is because time is money. So if you take all day to tint a car, I mean, there's only so much that you can charge for a car. I mean, people are constantly pushing that, but depending on like market conditions and stuff like that, see what the normal price of a car is and shoot for around there. And then if it takes you all day, it takes you all day. Just be upfront with the customer about, hey, drop it off with me, and by the end of this, you'll have a good tint job. Like that's all they care about at the end. And if they needed it in a rush, then obviously you can't accommodate that. But yeah, don't sell yourself short in the beginning. There's too many people that try and sell themselves short, and they have a hard time building their business. So you can, like, a good tint job at the end of the day is a good tint job, and nobody's gonna remember how long it really took, except for you. But there's people like this. I got this car for what, 3.5, just as long as I need it. It's part of the show now. So thanks for quick shipping on the Glass Aid. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the order. So yeah, let me get my brain together a little bit. That's always like something that gets me, and I totally can respect why people think that way, and I would think that way too in the beginning, even if somebody told me different. Oh, I need my tool belt. But at the end of the day, if you have a good tint job, and I have a good tint job, and we use the same damn film, like, why should the prices be so different? I mean, really, the other thing that you're selling is like customer experience and stuff like that. So there's value in that, but a good tint job is still a good tint job. So yeah, I don't like when people sell themselves short. Good. I just ordered felt cards. Nice. You will probably like those. One more sip of coffee. Yeah, dude. Why are those? Oh. Huh? Oh, it's probably auto beams. Okay. I thought they shut off. Good deal. Okay. Well, so today we are doing 20% all the way around. So we're going 20% over the factory. So that's going to basically bring the back down to like a 5%. And we're going to actually tape these. And I will show you why. It's always odd that they put those switches in the middle. I'm gonna grab our tape today. So normally I don't tape stuff like this, but because he let me know he was mudding, and like the driver's door is probably the worst. It's just one of those things that like this isn't gonna kill you to do. So sometimes I feel like it will, but where can I set this? Can I just set this here? Good deal. Oh, this is called, what is it called? Tuck tape, or also referred to as sheathing tape. I still should try packing tape, but the important thing is that it's not painter's tape. I don't know. There's a lot of people that just grab painter's tape. Painter's tape, I've never liked because it starts to fall off. And this is like, this is nice and wide. And it's plastic too, and it's thin. So it doesn't really hurt your install process much at all. We should take a picture of this. This would be good for the thumbnail, I think. I don't know if I need it on this backside though. But yeah, this was recommended in one of the groups. I think the bottom loaders group. Lowe's has it? Probably. I ordered this one off of Amazon. But they probably do. It's for a whole industry, so. I mean, you get a lot. It's like, I think like 13 bucks for like a roll of this stuff. Who uses tint slime? I've used it. I really like the Ultra, but with some films it's still pretty tacky. Ultra was like the closest to baby shampoo because like they say it's for hot conditions, and to me, it's just like if you just use less, then it just sticks quicker. So I don't know. But I haven't really ever used film on, so I can't compare to that. Always been like a baby shampoo And now we're like a mixed bag. So yeah, all this right in here, I'm gonna clean that off. But like when you see all this fine dirt, like clumps of it, oh, especially on like these back quarters too, like this could get really, really bad. If it was just some general dirt and some felt, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to me. But he like had, it looks like he had the windows down when he was mudding. So a little bit of that. Dirt in the sweeps? Yeah, that's a possibility too. So when we flush them out, we can give them a good extra little swipey swipe. This should be the last. I don't really mind it so much at like the top. It's mostly like in the center when I two-stage it, when it could be a potential catastrophe. So we'll just make sure it's taped and then flush it out and we should be good. He should have just dropped off the doors and the roof and drove off. It's actually something I've never thought of any time I've ever done these. That would totally, I don't know if I mean, you'd have to motorize the doors somehow, but that's fucking hilarious. Here, I need you to tint my Jeep. Here's the doors. And then they just leave you like speechless at that point. It'd be fucking great. All right, so let's get to pattern cutting. See, this is why I don't like taping things. I mean, it doesn't take that long, but that just took some time. So if I had to do this on all cars that I tinted, I'd go crazy. I guess you get faster, but eh. So on Jeeps and stuff, I'd really like a 20-inch roll because you can just fit a 20-inch all the way around, even the windshield. Save yourself a fair amount of film. You could roll them up and down with the 12 volt. Oh, that's true. Have you ever telescoped a roll of film and ruined it? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. At least a good chunk of it, yeah. That's never fun. You need to work on your grip strength. But when you have like a new roll, some of them, like not all film rolls are created equal. So some of them have some static and some of them don't. So if they don't have any static, then they just kind of slip and slide all over the place. Geo does not seem to have much static to it, so it can be a little bit of a rustle. Okay, so this swoops out a little bit, so I'll cut a little bit down from that to keep a nice straight line. Because what would happen is if I follow that curve and then he rolls the window down, it'll start gapping from the sides if we don't go very far into the seals. And on these ones, you don't have to go that far into the seals. Just a little bit. No, we're still double cutting. These ones, I don't know, they're a little annoying to cut out, but when I first did my first set of Jeep doors, and it still took me a while, man, they took me like an enormous amount of dumb time, and I couldn't even tell you why. They're not curved. Well, I guess I can kind of. They're not curved, but the seals can kind of be a pain in the ass. And like they just sometimes like the pattern always wants to slide all over the place or straight down or whatever. So, yeah, we're still doing doubles. Double. I think we skipped. Yeah, right there. Did I shift down? Yeah, of course. Not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, so let's take these over to the board. And then finish these up. Do you usually cut top edges with a 30? Yeah, and that's what we're using right now. You don't absolutely have to. Sometimes they can be tricky too, and I don't always get it right. But like even for the corners, like 30-degree blades are awesome. I wish we could use them right on the glass, but they're gonna start scratching doors if you start cutting corners and stuff on the glass. Let's look at this, just this little. Good. Sometimes these corners are hard for me to guesstimate though. Sometimes I'll under round them or over round them by like more than I'd like. Hey! That's awesome. Lifted Mike, thank you so much for the $15 super chat. I shrinked my rear glass and front windshield with your methods, and it came out great. I saved money and learned a new trick. Thank you so much for the informational videos. Dude, that's awesome. Hell yeah. That's great. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's huge. And I'm like, congrats. I'm glad that they all worked out for you. That's super cool. That's what we aim for. Here. I don't know. I kind of want to be extra picky on these today because I have some time. Just that little thing. Let's check that out. Yeah, because it like, that'll work. Good deal. Just want to make sure. That top corner is always like, sometimes I get a little crazy. I grab the wrong knife and scratch the glass. Ooh, that's no good. I mean, the difference, so if you're using carbon blades for your top edges, use the 30s and there'll be a clear difference between the two. Because they look way sharper. I didn't think about taping the seals. Yeah, I generally don't do it either, but these were mudding, and then these felt seals these are the types of felts that'll start to like flake apart. So before you go to even clean the inside of the glass or get it wet or anything, just, you can tape them. But use like a thin, like sheathing tape, or whatever similar. I don't know. Painter's tape, I think, gives more of a hassle. But I also have separate knives too for my blades. So difficult to confuse right now. And then the doors, they don't have any like points, they just loose. So they're always like wiggle. How you been? Oh, overall pretty good. Stressed some days. But things seem to be working out overall, so stay positive. There's a lot going on. Between baby and work stuff, looking for a space, and just hoping that all that kind of shit works out, because, you know, there's so much other stuff that just needs to be done too. But we're getting there. My goal is just have a space that I can do my streams in, and then make a steady income off of it so I can continue to do it. We have the structure of the program and everything, and that's been going really, really well. So as long as we can figure out, like, one of the most annoying challenges is really like, to run this, I need real customer cars. So it's like, involved in that is legitimately building a business alongside it. Yeah, so we gotta move it. And I don't want a lot of downtime in between there. So what's gonna probably happen, I hope, is if we go into this space, which you guys can check it out in the Facebook group, or I'm also gonna be showing it on stream for those of you that aren't in the group or whatever, or just hanging out and haven't seen it yet. Needs a lot of work. I'm not opposed to that. I just wanna know it's the right space to put that kind of work into it. And Yeah, there's going to be some time where we have some pretty scuff-looking streams, but you know it's going to be just part of it. I'd rather have something than just stop everything till I get it to look how I want. Did I switch that plastic blade holder? For 30s, but I'm trying this one. This is like the 5 blade quick reload shit. What was that message? That was really nice. Sorry. Been starting my own tinting business from watching and talking to you on the live streams. I want to thank you for the motivation to really push it. That's awesome. Good luck, man. I'm in the same boat right now as far as moving into space. So yeah. Ugh. Hope it goes well. Yeah. I mean, because with starting a business, it's like, or like with starting a business with these streams, I need like the time. I need the car and I need the time in a space. And that's been challenging to line up. But as we become a little bit more established, it's going better. Hey! Thank you for that super chat. Hang on, I missed the beginning of it, so I'll go back and check it. I don't think I rounded this enough. Oh, yeah, I didn't round this enough, but I can do this with this one right here. Yeah, that's what we like. I'll peel these and I can check that out. Ooh, I think we got to the slippery shit. So there's not going to be much shrinking on these either. But we can take this over here. Sim with the $10 super chat. Thank you for sharing your videos. They're very helpful. Aw, thanks, buddy. Thank you so much for that super chat. That's huge. I don't think a couple new people super chatting today. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you so much. It's nice to hear from like new people too, or like if I haven't caught your name in the chat or whatever. Really, really cool to see like it just helping more people. That's awesome. So with the upcoming project, I mean, I figured it's only going to be fair for me to show a lot of what's going on with it, because like that's what a lot of other people are going to be going through, from moving from here to like a dedicated space. So, but one key difference for me is always making sure that live streaming is a part of it. So you don't need it to look beautiful, but that's nice. I used to use Avery. We've since switched to Geo for all the films, which means a lot. I don't switch to anything unless I have faith that it's going to last long term, because it's not like I'm going to be gone anytime soon. So I used to not care. At least mentally, it's like, yeah, whatever. 5 years, that's forever, and then 5 years goes by and you're like, oh shit, that went by quick. How much do you charge for carbon tint? $2.95. We just did one yesterday, actually. Would you tint in the OC? Where's the OC? Daniel Reyna. What's up, buddy? With a $20 super chat. Goal! Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Hope you've been well. Yeah, but I'm gonna show the space like more towards the end of the stream. But it's in the group if anybody's curious too. I always like plugging the group just because I don't realize how many people haven't heard of it. But at this point, most of you probably have. I need to put this on a quick thing. That's a Facebook group. How do you like the Lexan film? And how do you think it holds up? It's too... I think it's a good budget film, but it's too hazy. And that kind of makes it a deal breaker for me. There, like, you can get cheaper films that aren't hazy, so... I saw the space. Looks nice. Go for it. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely scuffed, but yeah, I don't know. It's all about what do the bones look like? There's a big door. It's got walls. I like the fact that it's not just wide open space. I would like a way to pull a car around, but like when you're trying to make a little stage like this, it's actually really helpful to have like a wall and another wall and like kind of just enclose your whole space. And that's what we got going on. So I can fit probably up to 3 cars in it too. Just like all in a row though. Little elbow grease. A lot of elbow grease on it, but yeah. We'll just, like this, just fucking spray white paint all over the walls. So, yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. What is a decent cheap film? Check out Tint Depot. I have a whole list of recommendations. I'll plug that one too. They're in the video description too, but yeah, Tint Depot's a great resource for that. You can find like more economical films, and they also have like their color stable lifetime warranties are legitimately good films. It's a good way to save money on film and still get started. So plotters, ooh, that always. How can I make an appointment? Message us on Facebook right now. But appointments are on hold a little bit. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna do another one out of here. This I think is the last one here. So I don't know. I think I'll be in the space like by next week, as long as everything goes okay. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted from the plotter question. What plotter? Okay, so good plotters: Graphtec, Vinyl Express, and Roland. Jaguar. There's people that use them. I'm not familiar enough with Jaguar. I'm just speaking from direct experience here and like good people that I talk to. So I think they'll all work. But if you want like the king plotters, it's always Graphtec versus Roland. And then everything else, like the Vinyl Express, I think is a great underrated plotter. Vinyl Express is like Graphtec's cheaper cousin. I don't know why it's cheaper, because they look exactly the same, except like the logo on it. So I don't know. I'm sure there's probably like maybe they skimp on the motor or stuff like that on the inside. I don't know, but they still run, as far as I can tell, just as well. So Have the owner take a jump as like a as like an end, grand end. No. What the fuck? The meeting went well. What always concerns me is like you go and then like things are in high demand right now. So it's like this could be sales tactics, but it could just be it's going to go quick. But like they brought somebody in like minutes after I was there too. So it's like they're showing the space, but they don't seem interested in the same space. So it's just like, man, if you see it, you gotta kind of just jump on it, or else you're gonna be like left scrambling and crossing your fingers that something else pops up. So I can find something in my range that I'm looking for, but it's going to be farther away in areas that I don't want to go to. So I think this is just the space. Like the frontage of the building looks good. The interior is rough, but it's fine. We can change that. Neighbors, they seem to be smoking a lot of weed, and that's like, I walked in the building, and that was like the other thing. It was just like, it reeked, man. And I was just like, no, 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 no. So the guy agreed, but if anything gets done, that's always the concern too, so. Maybe I can have people swat the neighbors. Like, it's just, if you got customers walking in, you're delivering vehicles, and then that's around, it's just, no, 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 you can't, you just can't. Same thing with, like, if you smoke, like, near a customer's car and you deliver it, there's sometimes, like, that smell hangs around, and customers can smell it, and it can reflect poorly on your business, unfortunately. So be careful of shit like that too. What? What's a good price for classic? Pro classic? I'm selling it here for like $240, $250. Starting on a sedan, and then on a full-size SUV like this for $280. Somebody said like they're having problems with $80 and driving. Fuck, man, that's ridiculous. No, 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 those aren't your clients. That's like, oh my god, you'll never. There we go. That's not a way to build any type of business, and you're gonna have people that want you to come back to take care of something, and then you don't have the money to do it. Like $80 is selling yourself way too short as a business. That's insane. I got my car tinted and it smelled like cigs for the rest of the day. Yeah. Something I used to do too. So I'm sure I did that to some cars at some point too. It's an auto industry thing. When you're around a bunch of auto guys and stuff like that, mechanics, generally a lot of smokers. What area are you in for like $80 tint jobs? That's insane. Tampa? Oh no, you can charge more. You 100% can charge more than that. Here, we're gonna roll this up. I think there's a little corner I gotta trim out, but we're gonna do that after the fact. So yeah, I always get those corners wrong a little bit, but we're pretty good on everything else, so. Just overshot a little bit, but we'll roll it up and then we'll dry this out and then we'll roll it down and like tweak it sideways and probably cut it. I know people in the Tampa area that are charging more than that, so. Fuck, dude, look at, it's always funny bringing him up as an example, but fucking look up Alligator. He's mobile. He charges way more than that. He's the OG Obsessed Garage Tinter. He's been around for 2 years now, and he is out charging a lot of people. And he's 100% mobile. He brings a trailer everywhere he goes. Ooh, super chat. Thank you. 1 second. I caught some of it. But then I had something scary. I thought. What was that? That was weird. Did that really just... Wait, did that hang up? Did that do that? Honestly, what the fuck? Ugh. This is the dumbest shit, man. God, this drives me insane. You see this right here, this crease? It literally pinched somewhere in there. The whole thing looked like it was laid down and then it pinched somewhere in there. God damn it. Oh, it's so dumb. Those drive me crazy. There's no good reason for that. All right, we'll cut it out again. We'll do it again. Oh, well, it's gonna be one of their streams. T-Jet though. T-Jet with a $5 super chat. Lexan relaunched some film. The Pure Max seems improved. Use it on my work trucks. Car has Pro Nano on it. Tint Depot Superior Charcoal is good too. Oh, good to know. Thanks, man. Thank you so much for that super chat too. How you doing, buddy? Interesting. I wonder how it compares to Pro Nano. Pro Nano is good shit. Matt, I sent you a message on Insta. When you get time, get back to me. I'll try to. If you can ask here, that's always better because I'm available now. My wife likes your shark shirt. Thank you. I like my shark shirt too. I have a chameleon one. We just got one yesterday that has flamingos on it too. I don't know why I'm getting little animal shirts, but they're fun to me. The same crease kept happening to me on the Wrangler I did the other day. So this is like something that starts to come up from time to time. All right. So here's what we're gonna redo it. We're gonna cut this out. We're gonna redo it. But yeah, it's so annoying when that happens. When the glue decides that it wants to grab, it's okay. So what's weird is it's loose everywhere, and then it wants to grab in literally one little spot. And then rather than like that pressure from sweeping it down loosens it up, it just folds over on itself and grabs like fucking cement and is like, nope, and then it creases. So that's what's happening. Why it happens, It's just the fucking glue. Sorry. So I'm dealing with this too. So what's the difference between like the cheaper ones and more expensive for dyed? Yeah, the cheaper ones aren't gonna say lifetime warranty on them because that stuff costs money. And like, look, here's this. It's been a minute since I've talked about this, but I'll break this down. Take a roll of film and divide it, like if it's a 36-inch roll of film, 40-inch roll of film, divide it by 8 cars. And then take a roll that costs twice as much and divide that by 8 cars. And if that difference really, really matters to you, then you're not charging enough. Like, you need to charge more. Everybody wants to save like 50 bucks on a roll of film, and man, that is just not 50 to 100 bucks on a roll of film. Like, yeah, it sounds substantial, but when you break it down over what you're going to be doing with it, it's not. So stop. The problems down the road that you're going to run into because you decided to save $50 on a roll of film now is like it's not worth it. So, I mean, I'd even argue, there's somebody asking about V-Nano too, and I understand, like, Geo's got it, I understand why they have it. I don't, like, this is just a personal disagreement with them. It's probably just based on their own customer demand. Like, there's other cheap ceramics, and they just like, hey, here's a cheaper ceramic to appease some of you guys. Like, I just... cheaping out on some of these films, it's like there's not really that good of a reason for it. I mean, I guess unless you're just doing like an entry-level ceramic and then you just want like an entry-level ceramic or like in like a better ceramic, that's kind of like a different angle. But don't try and just sell yourself short too much. I get it can be hard to build yourself up, but just... I get a lot of questions about cheap film, and it's just not a good route. So you guys know I don't try and steer anybody towards something that doesn't work or something that I think is wrong. That is something that it always gets me frustrated. So that should be rounded enough, right? Cool. So we gotta shrink this, we gotta install it. And then we have an easy, quote unquote, easy flat window to do, and then still somehow mess it up. But it was clean. I'll give it that. It was looking very, very clean. What was that? Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. GoPro. So you don't even necessarily have to shrink these, but does it hurt? No. Does it take an hour? No. So we're good. This one. Jeep. Why does Jeep put their switches in the middle? Can somebody answer that? They need to stop. Is it to say, oh, it's for the doors? Never mind. I know the answer. I just answered it myself. It was like, they need to stop. They're making it inconvenient. It's literally so you can detach the doors. Less electrical and all that. Okay, we clay barred it once. All the top edges and everything. We pulled film off of it. There's the comments for it. Thanks, guys. I said it because like we have when we're just doing this, we have very little filter on what gets said. It's all just like, let's go, go, go. I'm trying to figure this door out along with streaming. Oh, I forgot. I gotta check my phone. I'm expecting either an email reply or a phone call. I haven't got a phone call yet, but it's probably gonna happen at a very inconvenient time. Okay, so try number 2. We cut it slightly shorter on the sides, just slightly, not much at all. Also, hopefully this just lines up better. Neato. That's always good. Because we were going to roll it down and we were going to adjust that corner. But now we compensated for that, so no need to. Come on, just get it flat for me. There we go. Yeah, that's looking good. It's exactly where I need you. And then we'll just be a little bit more careful in that corner. And a little bit. Yeah, because like this is awkward. The way, how far down you have to have it. So you got this much room to work with. And you have quite a bit of seal to tuck in the film. So it's not really... I don't know. They seem easy, and they're like, I can sympathize. There's just some things that make them not as simple as what they look. Like I said, I remember first doing these, and I like had to redo one like 6 times, and it took me like 2 hours to do one, like when I was first starting. And I was just like, I don't know. And they had other appointments for me to do, and I was just like, I remember this. Not fun. But these aren't like, nowadays, it's like a Jeep to me is like, yeah, cool. It's a Jeep. It's no big deal. So that problem that we ran into is not really like, hopefully, anything that, see, and it's stuck. There we go. So, I see it. I see you. So what we're gonna make sure, it started to pinch again, or like potato chip. So doing a really bad job of explaining this right now, but it sticks in a way where it's just like it's sliding, and then it grabs. And then once it grabs, it's like, it's not moving. So what you have to do is kind of pull it back and then slide it back forward, and then it'll go in the seal. But we gotta be 100 on this. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't. Yay! Okay, cool. So if you're tucking the film into like a side seal or something and then it grabs, don't keep trying to go forward. Slide it back just a hair, like try and wiggle it until it loosens up, and then that'll give you like a little bit more wiggle to go forward farther. So, not necessarily sure why that happens, but sometimes it just does. So we should be good. No oddities, no weirdness. And then we tape this so we don't have any like miscellaneous dirt lines that feed in there too. So we good. We probably have to round that other corner a little bit more. On the other side, because this one wasn't quite round enough until we recut it. So everything's good on this now. And then we're just gonna leave this sitting here, and then we'll probably roll it down later and pull out the tape. I'm just checking it over. Make sure there's no miscellaneous hairs or anything. Yeah, this looks good. Good shit. All right, one window. Sometimes it takes us longer to get there than we'd like, but we keep moving on. There's like hair in the back too. It's almost like hitting a rock when skateboarding. The board stops. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how that happens. Okay. What's the stuff on the door panels? It's carpet shield from Lowe's. What film is thicker than Suntech but not as crappy as Expel? Most films are like 1.5 mil. So they should be very similar, actually. I like Geo, but I don't have a good answer because they both kind of come from the same, like Expel and Geo come from like similar places. So you might not get along with Geo then. I'm not a huge fan of Suntech anyways. Or at least from like all the reviews of their carbon scratch coat. Like people bitch all the time. And then same thing about Lumar lately I've seen. Like a lot of people are bitching about Lumar scratch coat. So that's no good. I feel like, oh, my phone. That's what I came back over here for. Okay, no updates yet. Just have to make sure. No phone calls, no email. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back. Let's do more than one door. But I'm very proud of this door. This is very clean. And then no binds. Man, it's so hard to recommend anything else now because like with most markets, maybe Avery. Maybe try like Avery NR. That might be a good one for you. Or NR. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of NR Pro because of the haze. No, we gotta round this more. Holy shit. But I look at where a lot of films come from, and like, dude, the market is cornered. There's like Gwari. Either films are coming from like Gwari or Eastman or China/South Korea. And those are very different, but like there is Avery's got their own manufacturing plant out of Israel, so they are different. But their NR adhesive is more sticky than the NR Pro, but then the NR Pro slides real nice. But it's got a little bit of carbon, and their carbon is a little bit hazy. So there's like there's so many little drawbacks to a bunch of them. So yeah, like somebody said in chat, customer service is huge, but at the end of the day, like the first priority is always a solid window film, and that sometimes it's actually harder to like get down because like with brands, some films will be better under that specific brand. There's always like pros and cons to any of these. What tape? This is called tuck tape. It's sheathing tape. So I saw this one, I got it, and there was somebody that recommended it, and then the same person that recommended this then tried like a white one, and they said they like the white one better. So I haven't had problems with this one, but I haven't had to use it very much, so I've had this roll for quite a long time. Oh shit, we forgot the plastic. Always something. Okay. What's the tape for? This truck had been recently mudding, so especially on the driver's side, you can see some mud still on the seals. He took it for a car wash, which was very much appreciated, and yeah, just make sure it doesn't feed into it. It's something I don't do very often, but I don't fault anybody for taking a little extra time in taping seals. It's just like, if I have a bunch of front doors and they're on Rams and like F-150s and shit like that, you're never gonna see me taping stuff. And on most four-door sedans, it's just not something that I have to do regularly, because the problem that it fixes is not a problem that I usually have. But on something like this, there's definitely a lot more potential for shit to feed back into my pattern when I flush out the bottom. Or just tuck it in on the sides, so. Very worth it on these. I just would recommend like a really thin plastic tape over painter's tape any day. Painter's tape, like, if I had been doing that front door more than once, it would have fallen apart on me. And then the seals get wet, it soaks into the tape. And then the painter's tape is thicker than this too, so that's another issue. That's kind of fixed my problem. I think with excessively cleaning top edges and then peeling patterns on the outside, I'm rinsing more shit down the window than I used to. And then sometimes I'll have a couple little speckles at the top. So I've been like squeegeeing the outside of the window before I go and spray my pattern now. Seems to help. Jeep seals suck. True. So there we go again. There it fucking did it. It grabbed right near the same spot. Maybe we can flush it differently. Maybe we can just pry it back. I don't know. Maybe it's just not getting wet. Maybe it's like getting sweeped, and then it's actually just, maybe I'm running into like a dry spot or something. That could be me. Because I'll swipe out the bottom and then I'll flush the top. So my instructor told me to spray water to keep contamination down. Like, what do you mean? Like a shower? Good, I think. Okay, so we're gonna cut this out. We're just gonna cut it on. We'll tape the back. These ones are a little bit different. Da, 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 da. Spraying angle down. I don't understand the question exactly. Wait. Oh, that was somebody else. Oh wait, no, spraying angle down. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm sorry. I mean, flushing the seals and stuff like that, that's something I always do too, so I always go a little bit water heavy on everything. Alright, so let's do this back quarter. We're just gonna cut this one out and then do this one, and then we'll go do the other side. We're gonna need a light for this one. Oh, like angling down while spraying water on the glass? Yeah, like that makes sense. Because think of it like a wave. And you're like literally washing that kind of stuff down. I can, if I remember, I can better explain it on the other door. But like when I pull the bottom and then spray that down, you'll see me like shoot up, but it's more like I'm creating a little bit of a wave that's like bringing all this over and down, if there is any, instead of just like misting it. Because if you just mist it, you're not moving anything anywhere. You're just creating a slick surface. All right, so this needs to be cut pretty, like we got a little bit of room, but not a lot. So we're just gonna keep this nice and tight. Do I watch any other YouTube tinters? Generally, no. I mean, I follow some just to kind of keep my eye on what's going on in the YouTube tint space. But, it's not that I have anything against any of them. It's just, I spend so much time making my own stuff, I kind of get burned out of a lot of it. So what I end up watching in my spare time a lot of times is like more tech channels and stuff. Tech channels, I watch a lot of Devin Nash on Twitch. He's a really good live streamer, business and stuff like that. So I'm learning like other things. But they're good. Like you have Patrick from Window Tinting Business. You have Sean from Window Tint Warriors. Best Deal Window Tint is a pretty awesome channel too. Where did I get my garage tiles? Oh, they're Race Deck. Super awesome. Super awesome. Oh yeah, Mike. He's a good one too. Which way does this go? This way. Dirty solutions. Yeah, they're all good. Anybody that's trying to put out helpful information, it's like I appreciate. I don't think it's a... Like, I talked to Patrick a bunch. I always get candy in my orders. Who? What? From Mike? Mike sends out candy? Dang. That's cool. Rodney's got good videos too, but a lot of his videos promote his tools. Oh, yeah. Because, like, okay, so, like, some of that is, like, there's no, it's a hard thing to do, to consistently put out content for the sake of just putting out good content, right? Step it up. Mike gives us candy. God damn. I feel a little weird sending like edibles in the mail. But that's pretty funny. What kind? What kind of candy does he sell? Or send, sorry. He's not a candy salesman. That's hilarious though. Can I get one of those orange tools? What orange tool? What, this one? That's a Orange Crush. Ooh, now maybe we'll find out which orders have candy and which orders don't. I always appreciate the other videos and stuff being posted. But, okay, so here's something I recognized quite a while ago. So my videos years ago, like the channel was new and it was picking up and everybody, like nobody was making videos. Everybody would kick anybody that was posting pictures or videos or whatever. It's like there was such a toxic environment around window tinting. So I started making videos because I liked YouTube. And I actually wanted to be more of a YouTuber. And tinting was like my way to like combine both of those worlds. So that was a lot of fun for me. I did that for about 3 years and then I disappeared because it became way too much work. And I was just at a really frustrating point. And it took me a very long time to actually figure out something that worked for the channel that I can do long term. He sends me cocaine. Well, I suggest you stay with that supplier then. Go for it, man. What the fuck is that? Little moth? That's just gonna flip right into my tint. So like I came back, I started making some videos, and then like you start to notice trends with YouTube's and depending on the type of your content. What used to work in the past for a channel doesn't work anymore. So how to do this, how to do that, and how to tint, like there's only so many ways. Like at the end of the day, a lot of you guys get it. Like you've seen how to tint a door window. It doesn't matter how many different cars it's on unless that car is very unique. And then those videos are only for a small group of people. So I don't mind that it's a small group of people watching, but as a creator, if you're not growing, you're pretty much dying. Because there's a certain amount of people that'll consistently fall off. So you need like a way to get more people in to grow. And at the end of the day, it's like there's so much time that, like for me, filming never came naturally. I would repeat phrases 50 times. I would sit there, I'd edit videos for 8 to 12 hours. And then at the end of the day, like you post the video and it's in your mind perfect and the video doesn't do as well as what you hope it would do. And then you're just kind of like left scratching your head and you're just like, there's no sense of satisfaction or fulfillment from it anymore. You get some comments that say thanks or neat or that helped me and I appreciate it. But there's no like sense of connection. And so much later on, I actually tried live streaming before, but live streaming started to pick up in just YouTube and Twitch and all that. So I paid attention to it a little bit more. And then I had this crazy idea to try and stream while I was working. But then I ran into the comments issue. And that wasn't, like, if I'm working, I can't read comments. And then setting up a static angle doesn't work either because you guys can't see what I'm doing when I'm walking around the car. So if the whole live stream was literally this. Hey guys! Oh, thanks. Thanks for the super chat. That wouldn't work. So I couldn't get anything done. You guys couldn't learn. I'd have to keep moving cameras around and shit like that. So the technology finally caught up, and I researched and I learned, and I'm, as far as I can tell, one of the first people to have a GoPro work with OBS in any real capacity. And we've been able to make this into like a fun program, and I really like this because what's different is I get to talk to you guys while I'm working. You guys get to see real shit get done, and every time we go live, it's a real-time hangout, learning experience, connection, whatever. It's really fun. So I don't care how little the viewership is overall. I'm having fun doing these. So at the end of the day, that's what I want to keep on doing. So making really well-produced long format videos or even short 10-minute videos. I'll still try and make some videos from time to time, but it's just everything changed with this. So I don't know. It's my little content creator YouTube story. So that's why you see a lot of them pick up and then drop off and then pick back up and then drop back off again. It's because it's like we're always trying to figure out what works best for us. You know, if you go like Patrick, he's doing mobile window tinting. Sean, he's trying to run a business too at the same time. So it's just like, you know, you make more money just running your business. And that's where you see most of your efforts go. So like, why should I even invest in a channel? You know what I mean? It's selfish, but it's true. At some point, the channel has to do something for you that you can constantly look back on and go, yeah, that's fun for me to do, or yeah, I really appreciate that, or this is a lot of fun, and like it's a cool hangout and whatnot. So yeah, I have way more fun tinting now when I'm live. Like that to me makes it fun. So I'd like to continue that and make actual, you know, like when you go, like for some of you that have gone to like the tint convention and stuff like that, and then it's like you have your conversations on Facebook, but it's way different when you're in person. I would like to have like some actual chat rooms and stuff like that going. So it's something I'm thinking about and trying to figure out. For now, it's this, but it would be really cool to have like some like Facebook rooms and stuff like that. Just something that makes sense that's not too weird. So the whole reason I never wanted to Am I gonna go live from the window shop? Yeah, for sure. I'm glad you like those too. Because I figured out how to make those easy. And it takes me like only a couple minutes to set up, and then we're live. And then I can have the live chat going and stuff like that. So we might be doing more of those before we're in the new space. But whatever we're doing, we're gonna keep this shit going. It's a lot of fun. So you know, I basically had two options. I either go all in and work on building my own actual tint business the way that tint businesses are built. It's proven and it works. Or I focus hard on content creation and make that the most important part of what I'm doing moving forward. And that's what I decided to do. Like all the support from you guys, all the like it's no joke. All the cool conversations and talks that we have, and just like memeing around, having a good time. That's why I made that. That's why I made that decision. It's super fun. So I don't know. I'm nervous and excited. I don't want it to turn into just a regular business. I've never wanted that, which is why I haven't done it. I just want to go live and hang out and tint a car. At the end of the day, that's fun for me. And then all you crazy kids, you can go and tint the world. It's cool. It's cool to see. So many people have been like super nice and posting in like in the Facebook group of like actually making money, and it's actually working out for them, and it's not just a bunch of snake oil and bullshit. So it's cool. It's really, really cool to see. Matt, my glass aid warped. Yeah, in a hot garage, in a hot space, it will. So like this, if it's in a cooler space, it seems to be fine. When it heats up, it expands, and then that causes it to telescope out. It doesn't ruin it. The roll doesn't look as pretty. So we actually have them, all the rolls that we get, we have them down in the basement. We leave them pressed flat under like actual tiles. Grecian white marble tiles actually is what they're called. We leave them pressed flat. So when we ship them to you, they're supposed to be pretty. Every single roll, all pressed flat, individually packed. It's a little bit of Tint goddess for the peoples. That's right. Also, if your shop's 110, ooh, that's a hot day, man. Oh, let me check this this GoPro. Good stuff. 25. Okay. So we can do this back door, probably the quarter, and then we'll change the battery. What's my felt card look like? This is what they... almost tripped there. This is what they look like new. And then this is what they look like after like a couple years. You get a lot of use out of them. Unless you lose them. That's the thing too. Same for the shanks. These are easy to lose too as well. Like a pen. Is it a MacTac or no brand? It's generic. We're back to flip-flops. I was really annoyed. I tinted one car and the drips from the bottom of the doors made them dirty already. Even on these floors, which is stupid. No fun. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of little differences, but yeah, like I sell on my site what I call basic tools. They're not professional replacements. They're just like, hey, if you want some stuff to get started, this is some stuff that you can get. We carried that over. Like I carried that over from like what I was doing with Certified Tinter. Just like basic entry-level tools. You can buy them there. You can buy them on Amazon. You can find a lot of those wherever. The only unique things I have are the clay bars and glass aid, which I also call glass aid. So, wait, yeah, this one. Ew. It's nice. No! I forgot. Oh, we forgot to cover the door. Dang, but somebody in chat remembered. What is it with me in the back doors? Not remembering that. It's a Jeep, so it's likely no problem. Yeah, my unique shoes are dirty already. I literally only wore them into the studio. And then the tops got dirty. No fair. Thank you for the reminder, though. I appreciate it. I use the baby shampoo and Dawn Ultra solution now. It works really well for my film. What's burning? Is California burning again? Didn't they just do that? But yeah, combo of Dawn and oh, that's an interesting question. Yeah, Dawn and baby shampoo is what I use now. What is your wife's food culture like, and do you like it? Oh yeah, Filipino food is great. Some of the things are definitely different, but they take like, with a lot of the dishes, they take like 5 ingredients and they make like 1,000 different style dishes. Adobo is really good. Chicken or pork. Sisig is really good. Beef tapa is like one of my favorites. And then I've had a lot more white rice. We pretty much have white rice with every meal. Which is good that it's white rice, because that's the only type of rice that I really... Oh, good fried rice is actually really good. Super chat! Who was that? Alligator. Alligator window tint with $5 super chat. Why the combo of the 2 slips? All right. So... we had a really difficult time installing ceramic, and when I switched from Avery, so Avery NR was already pretty sticky, so I went from like Avery NR Pro to Avery NR. I've used other films before that, never really had massive sticking problems, but Avery NR is really when I had like, Avery NR stuck a lot. So I would use, oh, that's not good. So I would use, what film was it? Oh, no, baby shampoo. And I just add more baby shampoo. And that worked fine. But when I switched to Geo C2 Carbon, no issues there. Everything was fine. Then I got their ceramic and their classic Pro. And then I had all these kinds of like sticking issues. So I would add more baby shampoo. That didn't fix the issue. People suggested using different types of dish soap. That didn't fix the issue. And then I randomly decided to combine the 2. And somehow that fucking worked. So it still happens where an area can bind up, but with this adhesive, it seems like a little, like a quarter dish soap and 3/4 baby shampoo works really, really well. I don't know. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't want to have to get 2 soaps. I don't want to have to mix them. But I just had a bunch of frustrating issues, and it seems to help out. So it's my soap story. Got a fun car to do, the Crown Vic. Ooh, not fun for sure. You can, believe it or not, you can actually pull the sweeps on those. I don't recommend it on a lot of cars. I don't do it on a lot of cars. Crown Vic, I wouldn't fault you for doing that. I'll show you the tool that I use too for those. It helps out a lot. So like the door panel pops back, and then you there's this like rubber, or no, like a metal pull tool. It works really, really well. You guys, why is the door panel cover the most commented thing? I think period. I need chat to start covering that one. They do, you guys do sometimes, but it's just funny. Don't take offense. But oh my God, I get that. I've gotten that question, like no joke, like 20 plus times in the past 2 streams. I've already answered it. Were we gonna do something? I feel like we were gonna do something. Okay, so we got the quarter window. Oh, wait. It's 100% pure sheepskin. There you go. I covered door panels with sheepskin. I have to do the quarter still? God damn it. What was that? I watched one of your videos earlier, and you were upgrading your keg and replaced the hose. What hose do you use? Is it just an air hose? So that video needs to be updated yet again. We used Flexzilla stuff, which they are a big manufacturer of airline stuff, and their hoses are amazing. But what we found out was aluminum in water corrodes. Smile. So if, like, same thing with the gas line filters and stuff like that. If you're using water, you need stainless steel or brass. Anything else, or plastic. Anything else will corrode. So all the Flexzilla stuff is aluminum. But what we also found out with the Flexzilla hose is that it starts to bulge a little bit. So you'll get a good year plus use out of it, but it can start to bulge depending on how much abuse that it takes. I don't know what brand this hose is, but I got it from Tint Keg. So it's good. I like the green one though. If I had to choose, I'd get another Flexzilla one just because of the color. But if you're in dirty floor environments, it's going to look pretty messed up. So if you want one that's not going to bulge and stuff like that, get the one off of Tint Keg. It works good. Am I wearing the Geo slippers? No. No, because I got them dirty. We're back to flip-flops today. We will be more professional in the future, though. Okay, so we got the quarter window and then the back to do. It's 12:45. Pretty on point with time as far as random shit goes. Still no reply. That's annoying. I don't like sitting on indecision when I'm waiting for other people to let me know. I've like pretty much committed, but I want to find out. What did we cut that out of? 24? This back window's gonna be... Back window's gonna be fun. What plotter and software do I use? I don't use any. My hands. -5 hand cutting, -5 speed. True. Maybe that's why yesterday's stream went so well. I think I made fun of it too. I was like, it's because of the shoes. But it like legitimately went so well. And at the beginning, the first thing that we do is we mess up a door. So, God, that mud, super fun. I am a plotter. How do you feel about becoming a dad soon? Nervous, for sure. Excited, nervous, and also very, there's a lot of things that take up time. So I have to like continue to, like, that's getting a space together, right? During all that, oh my God. No time. And then like, when am I gonna sleep in? I wanna sleep in too, fuck. Responsibilities, man. But I enjoy doing this work, so, you know, it's the direction we're going. Sleep is not overrated. Sleep is fantastic. There's one thing, if I had one superpower, some of you guys think it might be tint or whatever. No, my superpower is sleep. I can just, like, I can't just sleep on a dime, but man, one thing is, I hardly ever have problems sleeping. I'm always just thinking, and then I just fall asleep. And I can sleep for a long time. And I love sleeping in and being lazy. I absolutely love being lazy. But there's only so much I can take before I go absolutely crazy. So it's like, there's some days I just want to be a complete potato and not do anything. And play a video game or something like that. So like, if the new Skyrim ever comes out, oh man, I might, if it's actually good, it's going to be difficult, because, yeah. Come on. What? My sleep is about to end. Yeah. What type of GeoShield tint do you use and they sell to the public? Well, you're not going to be able to just buy Geo off of just any website. You order it from Geo, but they'll sell it to like anybody that wants to be their own tint business. So like if you're just looking to get a small roll for your car, you're not their client. But if you're looking to start a tint brand, yeah, man, they're super helpful. It's super nice. Just call them up. Call them up, talk to them. I mean, come on, they're a company. They want to sell film. They're not going to put you under like a light and interview you for like an hour or whatever. But they will talk to you about all types of shit. Well, that fucked up. There. More questions about door panels. So what's interesting too about some of these seals is like you would think that you'd have to like trim out an edge, but sometimes you can actually just sneak your blade in it and free up a little bit of space away from the glass. So if you have to tuck anything, you didn't actually change like the shape of the rubber or anything like that. You just freed up a little space. That's what I had to do on my Explorer quarter windows. Those are not super fun. Oh, but what GeoShield film would I recommend? Start out with their Classic Pro. It's going to be their entry-level color-stable dyed film. Which way do we go? I don't remember. They kind of look the same. This way, right? Less curved. Yes. Good. Oh, the back glass? Yeah, that's a Honda Civic hatch. Anybody who's had to tint one knows why I have it up there. The hatchbacks are the worst with that spoiler. That's why we got it. 2 for 1. Get a little cutting surface and also get a very nice shortcut on a pain in the ass car. I had inquiries for 3 of them, so that's why I got it. And then only one of them ended up coming in. So, well worth the investment though on that one. Yes, it's a 2-fer. All right, now we can focus on the back, which is probably, oh, it's not too bad. I appreciate that he got it washed because there'd be so much dirt and shit flushing out of the sides. This is a little bit. And then the other thing is we barely skate by on this because this opens there and then you open up the glass and look at how close that gets. Goal. It's like perfect fit. So this is one that's really helpful to have a plotter for. You have plenty of room on the inside, but you have a lot of annoyances on the outside that keeps you from getting that pattern all nice, because the cutouts are just so weird. It could be worse, and they've made these worse before. But we have this, you have this little thing right here, and you go up around, and then it backs back off, and then da-da-da-da. And then this is just like a metal edge, but you have a little bit of, shit. Some mud. And then we got all this shit that's kind of in the way. So we're going to have to probably just do it from the seats. I'm sure we can. It'd be a little, it's just like you have this cage in the way that doesn't make it fun. But I don't really want to move all this junk out of the way, so I'm pretty sure we can just put the seats down and then do it from there. Good stuff. This is going to take a little bit of time. Where's this sacrificial rag that we're never going to want to use again? Probably, no, maybe. Those are good things to just have rolling everywhere. It's like wiping up some dog shit. Ugh. It's just, as soon as it starts flaking around, it starts getting fucking all over the place. Little sandy shit all over the place. Not fun. So we'll probably kill that rag. Ugh. Ugh. God. Okay. Where's my light? And there was a roll. There's a roll. Go mobile. Yeah, we're gonna be tinting where we normally tint 2 days a week. And then, I mean, if I've got the space, then I'm gonna be working out of it. I don't care what it looks like. I can get some work done. And then it's just like, you just tell people like, hey, we just moved in. We're cleaning it up and doing what we can. And that'll be fine. I got no problem with that. It's better to just utilize the space so it starts paying for itself quickly. And then all the aesthetic stuff, like that was one of the mistakes I made with this, because I wanted it to look perfect before going live for the first time. And then that actually prevented me from even like going live, because I was always planning, and I love to plan things out so it's perfect. And then you just look at the time, and then what have you actually done? So, like I said before, my wife was like, when is this space gonna make money? And it's like, oh shit, you're right. And then I got started. And there's like, I know there's a lot of people that are gonna appreciate seeing the progress on the studio. Like, we can make incremental upgrades. Like, we're gonna have a couple of quick ones, and then I want to get like a light tunnel for the studio. So there'll be some stuff that happens pretty quickly, and then it's just a matter of growing from there. Doesn't need to be all kinds of crazy, but this will help me. I think more on this one. This is more seeing for me than anything, because it's such a bizarre cutout, and I just want to make sure all my edges are covered. But there's so many like 90-degree turns on this one. Do I remove anything on the Jeeps for the back windows? There are, I think there's a model where you do, but you don't have to do it on this one. It's just a big, weird cityscape pain in the ass cutout. Where do I get that tape? Oh, mytintstuff.com. This is my own thingy. I call it Glass Aid. A lot of people know that though, so I don't always talk about it when people ask. So it's helpful for seeing, for sure, and that's kind of why I'm using it more on this one. But it's a cut surface too, so you can actually just like cut directly on it, and it saves you from scratching windows. Glass said, oh shit, I didn't even realize those can run together. Glass said. It is the it's the AIDS of the glass. That's 100% true. We got ass AIDS, bro. Yeah, I just cut right on the middle of it. So it's a 1/4 inch wide. If you butt it right up to the edge and cut in the center, you give yourself a nice 1/8 inch gap, is a good way to think about it. Plus, you might trail a little bit in or out, so give yourself a little bit of room. So you can do it however you want. But I always like to see that edge. So that's why I keep it right where I do. Gives you a little bit of an allowance. So if you like skip inwards a little bit, you'll usually be able to save yourself. So these corners aren't as like 90 degreed, so I can round a lot of these corners just fine. Whereas on the other one, we have a lot of like 90-degree things, and if you like put a lot of tension and tweak it, it's gonna start to like, once you get it wet, sometimes it'll fall back in if you pulled it too tight. So that should be that. Let's go ahead. We'll start with this one. And a roll of film. Where did my roll of film go? Oh, we had to cut out the door. Oh my God. You guys ever do that? You walk in the opposite direction and it was like right beside you, or right up towards like the driver's door or something, and you walk all the way around the car to find something that if you went the other way it would have been quick. Shit happens to me all the time. What is my stance on pineapple pizza? That is a very polarizing question. I don't like it. Who the fuck decided pineapple was a good thing to throw on pizza? And like, here's the thing, you could say apple pizza, right? And that'd be like, ew, what? But pineapple pizza, yeah, that's okay. What? No. It's just weird. I get it's got a sweetness to it, but pineapple and ham are two of my least favorite things for pizzas. And people put them both together, and it's just like, no, thank you. If there's only like a couple slices left and that's the only pizza, I'll eat it, but yeah, no, thank you. Wrong answer. No, it's the right one. I'm sorry. Dislike, unsubscribe. I hurt your feelings. Sorry, it happens. Here's the crazy idea though. You can have your pineapple pizza and I'll have a different pizza and we can still get along. Unless it's just a deal breaker. All right, sounds good. We can chill. Okay, cool. I wouldn't actively make fun of it. I'll just make a face. It's cool. What do I think is more profitable, auto detailing or window tinting? I think I don't know for sure, but I think when a detailing business is run properly, they're easier to scale and you can charge more for detailing and do more detail work. Tinting is very hard to scale, but I've seen a lot of cheap detail places and I've seen a handful of really nice detail places. So that's why it's like, I don't know for, oh, well that's nice. Detailing, the right type of business can scale really well. And you can actually hire less expensive help and it's easier to teach people how to help out with detailing. Tinting is always really tough how to teach people and get consistent help and stuff. And I know I know, seeing from firsthand with a lot of places, they'll have lots of detailers, they'll have hardly any tinters, and just it's hard to keep them around. But on average, you're going to put a lot more work into detailing than you will on a window tint job. If you're talking about full paint correction, ceramic coatings, all that stuff, like, yeah, that's a lot of work. Tint, you just worry about cleaning the windows, cutting. But tinting's got a level of skill to it. I'm not saying detailing doesn't have that skill either. It's just, I think it's easier. Because it's like, with detailing, you can constantly come back and continue. With window tinting, it's like you kind of got one shot go with your patterns, and you can't really like go back over an area. Once that window's done, it's done, or you redo it. So I don't know. But I've seen I've seen basically auto garages where they don't charge a lot for detailing. Like an interior detail would be like $100. And then they'll try and turn over like 5 or 6 cars in a day. And then you have lots of picky people and shit like that. And then I've seen very nice places where they charge a lot more and they're still full, but there's not near as many of those types of places. Okay, so this is like the Death Star trench run here. We got lots of things in the way. We just need to get this in place and try and not bump any of the paneling. Sometimes oh, that actually worked. Sometimes I'll get it stuck and I'll grab the pattern on the other side. I was surprised that actually worked. Neat. Chicago Auto Pros on point. Yeah, man. I went out there. It's so cool to see them pick up the way they did. We were around the same amount of subscribers for a little while. They put out way more videos than I did over the past 6 months, though. And they figured out their groove, which is super cool. They've actually gone from like vlogging to actually trying to tell a story of a full detail. Like, we found this, like the customer brought this car in, and then they'll give a little back history on it, and they'll take the time, and then they'll like run into like, these are some of the challenges that we ran into. They'll montage through literally hours of work. So it's a lot of work that goes into every one of those videos, but it's really cool to see that they're actually getting watched the way that they should. Hey! Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Who was that? Charles! What's up, buddy? Thank you. Did you ever message me about your shoes? I didn't see anything that I thought I saw, or when I looked. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat. All right, we got one of these down. Yeah, Chicago Auto Pros. That's where we held that class, too. That was super cool. Nice people over there. You did send me a message. Oh, okay. Where, personal Facebook or like Facebook page? Personal? Okay. I'll check. But if I could figure out how to do the same thing with Tint, maybe I would have done it. But man, like they already have a business in place. And then, so it's like they pay a videographer and an editor, and they really incorporated it into their business. Most cars, like we're not, it's not like window tint, it's not a full-on production for one tint job. It is when we're live streaming though, and I think there's better usage there. But there's always room for creativity. What percentage? We are doing 20. 20 over factory, and then 20 on the front. So it's going to be limo on the back, and 20 in the front doors. Let's hope we can do the same thing on this side. That is definitely a huge go-to. A lot of people, they all want 20%, and then they ask what is most common, and then it's always 20%. People around here love 20, so most things are going to be 20% on this channel. Is this my second for the day? This is my only one today. What's my go-to film brand? That shit right there. Dude, there's been so many people talking about Geo in the groups too, and everybody's said positive things, which is really encouraging. Like, you guys are like I saw like a reply from Burns yesterday that had like 20 likes. You guys are keeping him crazy busy. But you guys have all said, sorry. You guys have all said, like, customer service is on point. When you call, he picks up. Like, he's been handling all the sales calls for this year. Any discount? No. No, but you can buy partials from them. That I suggest to people that are, like, getting, you know, if you want to get, like, a full spectrum of films. Or you're looking to just get, like, you know, just, it's a lot. It is a lot, so you can buy like half rolls and stuff like that from them. That kind of helps get people started and off the ground. But I thought they would be a good fit for you guys too. And it's really nice to see that. Because if I was using like Lumar and then all you guys started calling Lumar, Lumar would be like, what the fuck? They're like, how many hundreds of thousands of dollars in film do you install a year? And you guys would be like, and they'd be like, yeah, fuck you. Okay, so this is sometimes what I'll do. I'll leave it hanging off that, and then gotta grab that edge, and then slide it in. Oh. Thank you for the super chat. I will read it in a second. I missed part of it. But thank you. All right. Almost. Hopefully this is clean. Looks good, I think. Yeah, dude. Sweet. Good shit. Watched your videos, learned a lot of techniques. Cool. Thanks, man. Hope they've been helpful. Or glad they've been helpful. Good shit. All right. So now we just have the back window to do. Everything else is done. No windshield today, just the back. LKB, what's up, buddy? Back again. Good to have you. Matt uses gum to get contamination off the windows. Yes, I chew it for 30 minutes before I use it. Any tint keg recommendations that don't have douchey American Fighter type skin art on it? Well, the tint kegs, like the actual brand tint kegs, has like a keg look to it. I think you can order them blank. You can message them and ask. I'm sure they'll accommodate. Oh my god. It's hot today. You funny, Matt. Love how you go with the jokes. Well, you got, like, you gotta meme a little bit. Like, life's not fun unless you're just, like, shit-talking some and, like, I don't know, just goofing off. You can't be so serious. I've never been that way. We have $69 in super chats today. Good shit. Yeah, and that's one reason these live streams are so fun. Can you be my dad? No, I'm already going to be a dad. I got one kid on the way. I don't need another one. What kind of tape are you using for the felt around the windows? Oh, that's a tuck tape. It's a sheathing tape. So just look up sheathing tape and you'll find it. I got that off of Amazon. I haven't tried a bunch, so it works good. It's like $13 for a roll. But yeah, I got one kiddo on the way. It's gonna be too much. Too much to manage. Lumar told some guy I know to fuck off. Yeah, sounds about right. I've heard them literally laugh at you on the phone. They can be very arrogant. I know some people that buy from them that don't have that kind of problem, so maybe it's just regional reps and stuff like that, but man, they got a lot of dealers, and they have beat up the market for Lumar a lot, so. I'm alpha male, but I cried. Can I donate for a shake? What the fuck? Are you gonna keep streaming after the baby? Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. Streams are gonna keep going. I mean, we've been doing this since October now. Yeah, these are fun, and I don't need a lot to be streaming, but for these actual like studio, like just like fun hangout type streams, that's where things get a little crazy. So I want to do more than just streaming from the glass shop with all the craziness that happens there. I think it's good perspective, but I want my own space. Shout out Julian's Window Tinting from Fresno, California. Loves your vids. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Well, shout out to Julian's Window Tinting. What about 3M? 3M's another one of those things that are just a little bit overpriced for what they are. Not saying they're not a good company. They're a big-ass company, and they flex their name around all the time. But they don't have a manufacturing plant for window tint, so... The shop that you posted looks nice. It definitely has the potential. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it definitely does. It's got a lot of potential. I just want to make sure that that's the type of space I want to put all that work into, but I really don't have much else for options. So what about Suntech don't you like? A lot of people talk poorly about Lumar's and Suntech scratch coat right now, so that's no good. Suntech, I don't have a lot bad to say about them. I just think that sometimes you just get a little worried on longevity with some of those films. But Lumar, I know, will take care of their dealers. Like, if you've got a warranty issue and you have your warranty cards filled out, they will take care of their dealers, no problem. And they will also comp for the removal and stuff like that. So there's good things to say about them for sure. But there's also a fair amount of bad shit to say, too. You can make a badass waiting area, too, with that extra space. Yeah, we're going to have a little waiting area for sure. We're going to make the back look better before we invest too much in the front. I want to get my floor over there. I want to get some lights and clean up just the walls. That way, when we stream, it's like it's just like got a cool vibe to it, and then we'll work on building it. I think you are going to deck some people at the shop when they irritate you. I'll yell at people. I had no problem yelling at people. My younger brother will tell you all sorts of stories about me yelling at him when he was learning. I would get frustrated all the time working at my dad's place. But what's different here is this is much less stress for me because I go into here with one job. I got you guys to talk to, and it's like, it's not like I'm hustling super hard every day, tinting car after car after car. When you really hustle, and you have that just like tedious grind every day of just tinting, it can wear on you a lot. That's why I wholeheartedly suggest charging more and just trying to make yourself a better business overall, and just don't cheapen yourself and just make it about getting as many cars as you can done, because you'll wear yourself out. Is this going to be just a regular garage after you move out? With clean walls. Yeah. Sad. Oh, I don't know why it flagged this mess. Oh, it's because there's a shit in it. Congrats, man. My baby is 6 months. It's hard, but you're going to cry when he or she comes out. No joke. Aw, that's cool. I don't know why it flagged that message. I agree. Your vibe is totally me at home doing my own cars without any time pressure. Yeah, you just it's just a chill space, and we set aside the time and dedication to make one kick-ass job, and we just keep stacking those over and over. And there'll be some times like at the new place, I'm definitely gonna just pull in some work and get some work done for getting work done's sake. I'm okay with that, but we're still going to set aside dedicated time to do these. And maybe, I don't know, if there's some stuff going on, maybe I could set a camera up and just leave it on Twitch and like just the general space is moving a little bit. I don't know. But on YouTube, we always go into it with a dedicated purpose. Like we have something we're going to do. But it's been cool. People seem to really appreciate what's going on here. So on YouTube and just like people that I've done work for, it's been nice. Where can I get those wall mounts? Oh, they're super cheap and super easy. Go to Menards or Home Depot or Lowe's. They're just like, it's closet / garage shelving, but they're called like dual track systems or dual track rails. I'm trying to see if there's any loose ones. Kind of. Not really. I probably shouldn't do this now, but I want to show you. Okay, so that works. So this guy, you can get these for like $1.50 at Menards, something like that. This is like a 6 or 7 inch dual track thing. These are literally what hold all those boxes up. So you put a bracket at the top, you hang the rails, and you put these in there, and you just put your boxes in. Bingo bango. You got yourself film storage. And it looks cool. If you have pretty boxes, it looks great on the shelf. You can find them at Lowe's, Home Depot. They all seem interchangeable too, so you don't have to go with one system. Like a lot of them all work together. Probably one manufacturer or something. Is Windex okay for window tint? Yeah, as long as it's ammonia free. So any glass cleaner, it's just got to say ammonia free. All right, we're going to. I think I'm going to change this battery, and then we'll work on this back window. I got 64%, but I don't know. I just want to hang out for a minute before we do it. Are we using all Geo? Yes. We have 100% moved over. So this is my daily driver. This is what I install at the glass shop. This is what I install on everything. Full confidence, or I will be butt detonated if they let me down. Smile. All right. This is still running, right? Yes. 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 Yes, it is. I'm getting better at battery swaps, especially when my hands aren't sweaty. Is $30 too cheap for a front strip? I think so. I think you could charge more for it. I'll generally charge $50. I don't necessarily blame people if they're including it on a discount with the rest of the job, but that leads to slippery slopes. So be careful. If you're just like, if you're doing a full job for like $200 to $250, and then the guy wants a windshield strip, yeah, that's not going to be like that's not going to be a deal breaker, really. Just be very choosy about that. So, oh my God, I thought that was a fucking spider. Wait, are we? Why did we bring? Oh, for the quarter. I'm trying to like. I was like, why did we have that roll over there? So we don't really have to do a lot of shrinking on this, so we just spray the back glass wet. I mean, you really don't have to do any shrinking, but you're gonna see me just snap the bottom a little bit, just a little bit, so don't freak out on me. Oh God. Oh, this is, oh, well that's convenient. I used to do them for free. They used to complain, so now I do them for 100. That's just it, man. It's like, here's like the weird thing about some business. I'm not a total authority on this, and it depends on the person, but man, it's like when you get into clients all asking for handouts, that's when it's like, it gets shitty. They don't appreciate what you're doing on the level that, like, that the discount you just gave them. Like, they're just like, oh, cool. It's like expected. And then if you start charging more, and then you show that you care about the work that you do and what you put into the job, and you get those people that just have a little extra disposable income because you're charging more anyways, and that's when you start attracting those types of people. Like, they're just understanding. They're just like, oh, okay, that's what it costs because that's what it costs. And then they don't beat you up about the price. It just is what it is. Like, I don't know. Like, I get funny ones from time to time. Like, bro, I got a 2020 Alpha Giulia. Can you give me a deal? And it's like, bro, you just got a 2020 Alpha Giulia. Why the fuck are you asking for a discount? Probably because he just spent all his income on the Giulia? Is that it? Probably. It's stupid. Hang on. Thank you for the super chat. I heard it. Oh yeah, I definitely heard it. We just need to get settled really quick, and then I'll say something. Let me get this, and then I missed the message. Because he's dead ass broke from the 20. Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, this is all this way. Okay. I'm getting a little lost. 1 second. So this, we need to cut down to here. There's like, oh, I hope I didn't just, okay, good. There's a little border around these. On certain ones, there's not, but this one's got a little bit of a ceramic border. So you can be... You know what's really encouraging? So, we've been doing these live streams for a little while now, and I was just blown up about Lexan. It was all Lexan, 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 Lexan. Is Lexan good? Is Lexan good? And now the air has really changed too. I started with Lexan, and now I'm looking to get into something better. I very much appreciate that. We're creating a bit of a different air around, like, you guys are proving you guys really care, and that's encouraging to hear. So, what was that? T-Jet! Dude, what's up, buddy? $5 super chat. Just found out my work truck is shot. Time to part it out. Shit. Oh, dang, dude. That fucking sucks. Why did you super chat me? That sounds expensive. But thank you. I hope it's okay. I used Lexan, but I noticed a haze with it. Yeah. Is 190 too cheap for a full job? I lean towards yes, but it depends on your market. It's not too bad, but you have room to go up. So like up in northern states, it's a little bit better on pricing. We still have places that charge cheap for window tint. Like, we still have cheap places here, but overall, I think more shops are a little bit more, like, it's a little bit more scarce, but it's, you know, it's still picking up. But, so from that 190, you need, what you really need to focus on is not sticking with just 190. Use that as your entry, and then offer a couple of things that they can move up into. and then put out content about your other films. So like start posting pictures, information, video, whatever you can about your better films and boost those and stuff like that, and that'll help. Because what you want to do is get people actually like, hey, my entry level is 190. That's this film. I have other films that are geared more towards heat rejection. You're not trying to just hard sell them into it. What you're trying to do is put it out there that you have them, and then put a little time into educating them on the difference. And a lot of people might not care, but that's okay. Just keep trying and figure out what works good for you. Because what is really like where you want to be at is with a good, better, best business model. And what you're going to end up selling most is generally, or what you want to sell most is your middle tier. I mean, of course you want to sell your highest tier, but what can it, like that's what a lot of places do. They give you 3 options, they lay out the options, and usually your middle option is like the best bang for your buck. The most expensive is just for the people that want the most expensive. And just like, yeah, it's not a problem. I trust you. I like you. I want to go with whatever your best shit is. Too many problems based on its worth shot? Yeah. That sucks. What was that? Sorry, 1 second. Oh, about this. No. No, still nothing. God, that's annoying. T-Jet's truck is shot, and Ray just sold his truck that was shot. Damn. Community bringing in stories together. It's a 2000 Expedition, not a bank breaker. Bought for 1,500. Got 80,000 miles out of it. Yeah. Oh, that's quite a bit out of it. Yeah. But it's never fun when that happens. All right. Let's do this. Electrical issues keep zapping fuses. Well, it's good that it zaps fuses and not you. What do we need? We need a light. I know I'm kind of just trailing on this car. A little bit. We need a light. I'm a little bit worn out. This hasn't been anything excruciating, just like a lot going on. So, need to focus, and I'm getting distracted. That always happens. Get too distracted. Where's my light? I'm looking for my light too. We lost it. Oh no, we put it in the truck. Okay, we found it. Stay. We put it exactly where we needed it. Of course we did. All right. So, I have a line here. Why isn't? Oh yeah, here we go. Huh? Is that? Oh. Okay. So this has that little bit of an edge, so we're just gonna cut it very close. Where did I get the light? Oh, this is Harbor. This is a Harbor Freight special. I also found it at Menards. It's like $30. I used to spend $80 to $100 on like quality stick lights, and then this came out, and this is in like, I don't know, this fucking shits on everything. It's really, really bright. It's compact. There's probably something better by now, but LED technology sure made LEDs, they sure have come a long way in the past couple of years. Menards is like a Home Depot competitor. They like to undercut everybody. Really, really big warehouse style home improvement store. Like Home Depot, but some of them are even bigger. Didn't realize that they're not all over the place. But Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's where you can get it. This one's Braun, Braun, and then yay. That's fun. Yeah, but they're like labeled something different, so it's probably just a Chinese manufacturer and they stamp different names on it for different clients and stuff. Yeah, it's probably an East Coast thing. Yeah, Menards is crazy. They got a ton of stuff there. So while we don't absolutely have to do this, the reason I am doing this is because something typically will pop up, and this truck was mudding, so little chance to do things. It's not, Detroit's not on the East Coast. No, I know, but like east side of Michigan. Mississippi has them? Okay. Well, they're making their way. I feel so much better after yesterday's snap shrinking explanation. Good. Whatever I said, I'm happy that that's the case. Let's drag this down. So we can snap it a little on the top, a little on the bottom. Again, it's pretty flat. You don't have to. I was going to try and snap it underneath the wiper, and then it's pointless. Just drag it down a little bit. Yeah, this is why we also sprayed the whole thing wet. We didn't use any dryer sheet or dry shrink prep or any of that. We don't need it on this. Everything's so flat. A lot of back windows. I mean, dryer sheets and all that. Like, it's dry shrinking is just because it's so much extra curved. You could theoretically snap a lot of windows, back windows, as long as they're just not too curved. What's the cost of this one? This one, $280. So we're just using Pro Classic because we're pro. We're classically pro. There's probably a few reasons for that. Ugh. God damn. Can we put a dirty towel over it? Normally I would throw my other one, but he's got so much mud on like the helmets and stuff. I don't want to take my nice towel, so we're gonna take this off. There's my scrub pad. Where do I mainly purchase tint from? GeoShieldUSA.com or Tint Depot. If you don't want to talk to somebody, get it from Tint Depot. If you're looking to become a business, talk to Geo. You can still do both with both, but the branding on GeoShield is, to me, what counts between that. That's like the biggest differentiator between those. Yuck. The glass aid is perfect for that type of back window. Yeah, it helped. I didn't like how much I had to cut it. I wish it rounded 90-degree corners, but I guess we can't have everything. That's why, like, I have it in the first place, is because, like, you know, people talk about using, like, the button. Like, to me, like, try using a button on a window like this. Like, not fun. Seems like a lot of headache. It would make more sense to plotter cut or a Sharpie or something if you were gonna do that, but I hear grit. Just want to make sure it's clean. It's so hard to get like no water lines on the very top of this. So here, there, we'll just soak it, and then whatever happens, happens. It should be clean. Sometimes that water like pools up there and you just trying to get it to squeegee clean, and then it just like leaves a little water trail. That to me is not squeegeed. Okay, there we go. Let's do it and then be done. Look at how weirdly cut out this whole window is. Dollar store squeegees. I should have grabbed it in the center. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. No, stop sliding. Stay. Is it really an upgrade though? I mean, it is kind of, but like, I got such mixed feelings about moving. Can one roll of film tint for 3 cars? A 100-foot roll of film by 40 inches or 36 can do 8 cars. There we go. So like here, this top edge, I just want to make sure doesn't squiggle. Not squiggle, that's the wrong word. Smile? Better than plotter? Maybe. I mean, if they can't do this, like you got some tolerances around this one, for sure. The whole thing's pretty exposed. You just have this like lip right here, so you just don't want to squeegee it out and have all that water sit in the edge and then feed back in. So everywhere else is pretty easy. How much would you charge us for a Suburban? $280. We would start you. That would be for the sides and the back. Would I use a smaller roll for front doors? Yeah, you definitely can. So like on a car, you can take a 36-inch roll and you can split it in half and use like 18 on both sides for most cars. And then for trucks and SUVs, a lot of times you can get away with a 20-inch roll. But on F-150s and the new GM trucks like Silverado and Sierra, you need a little bit taller of a roll. On the Rams, the 20-inch roll still is fine. I'm nervous and upset about the new place because I don't want to have to, but you know, if we're gonna do it, we might as well do it. I'm not looking to create a full operation because it would take away from video and streams and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be really careful with what goes on. The streams and shit come first, in my opinion. Bring in somebody else to do the bulk of the work. I don't know. I just want something good to tint. Yeah, not by choice. I'll figure something out. We'll get internet there for sure. It's more about the time and the like the show, if you want to call it that. It's like if I can do one of these and take the time and not worry about a lot of shit, like that's what I'm about. I've done that 5 cars a day, every day. I still do that sometimes at Symbol. Like we hustle. I hustle 2 days a week at Symbol. So, no fun. All right, it's done. Well, kinda, almost. Just give me a sec. I'll wipe it up. What is it? 3 hours? 3 hours. Do you know how many cars where I have just done whatever I do, not watch the clock, talk to chat, do my thing, mess up, and then next thing I know, it's like just over 3 hours for a live stream. It's kind of crazy how that happens. Yesterday's stream did really, really well in comparison to some of the other ones. That was really interesting. This one's still good. But, like, it's really weird how much it can fluctuate. So you're just going to be tinting somewhere else? Yeah, I'm still going to be at the glass shop, and then I'm going to have my own thing. But we will have classes available. We will have some cool shit. Because now I'll have a space to do it, and might as well fucking set something up for that. I know how to run it. I just needed a good space to do it. And now that I'm forced to go do that, I mean, might as well make the most of it. I just like, I know I can just turn around and start getting, like, if I just start getting cars in, I know I can turn things around pretty quickly. I just don't want that to be my day-to-day. And that hurts the business, right? So we gotta, like, this comes first, in my opinion. So, or else I'm not gonna have fun. I'm gonna hate it. So, what's forcing you? Situations beyond my control. So I think this is probably the last one out of here. I don't know for sure, but I think. So, sad peepo. Sad peepo. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm just chilling right now. I'm probably boring. So no taking the Jeep off a ramp? I don't think so. If you could tell me that taking a Jeep off of the ramp, we could turn that into a video and then get like a ton of views and attention, then yeah. But if it's just like, nah, then no. So did you take that spot then? Oh, I'm going to show... Oh, that's what we're going to do. We're going to show it, too. I know some people saw it in the group. Probably everybody here that's still hanging out saw it. You have to see... Even, like, 10 million views. Even, like, it's so hard to guarantee virality. That's one of the, like... And even now, it's hard to get everybody to watch one thing. Like, it's crazy. There's so much diverse attention now. This is the chill part, though. Yeah, and this is what I don't want to lose. So, like, when we're at the glass shop, it's like we don't have, like, a chill kickback, just chatting, talk to you guys type of shit. How much is rent? Rent's gonna be about $1,300, so that's not bad at all. There's very few spaces available like that. I just didn't want it to get over like $2,000 because then you have utilities and stuff, and then I like legitimately have to turn it into like a full-blown thing, and I don't want to have to do that yet. Chilling. This is the best part. I agree. This is fun. So it's like if I have a space, like I have to drive to it. That's annoying. But like if I can just set aside the time and do what I want, then it's a lot less stress to keep it running, and I can just like, yeah, things are slow, who cares, we can stream. For someone just starting a tint business, how slow does it get in the winter? It depends on how long you've been in business. There, like sometimes it's been like scary dead, and sometimes it's been completely fine. So it just depends on the year, man. That's why, like in the winter, you get it while it's there and you hustle, and then in the winters, like that's when you take your vacations. Plus the wife, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's sad, right? Like, that was... I talked to her a lot about this, too. I was like, one thing that I don't want to do is, like, I really like home life. So, having to, like, leave and then come back multiple days a week now, that kind of sucks. So, I don't know. I'm going to get her to hang out, I hope. Yeah, it's not far away. It's probably about 15-minute drive, I think. 12 to 15, so it's really not far. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a homebody. So, I like it. It's fun. It's fun to go out and do something, but it's just like sometimes it's exhausting if you start doing too much. So I just don't want it to get insane. But like, here's the other thing, right? If you have like a full car in the morning and then you have a full car in the afternoon and then somebody doesn't show up, or you like... It's setting aside the time to wait on people coming in, and that I don't like. You should get a house with a bigger garage. Yeah, we might run into the same issue, though. So that's going to be like future. Okay, so this is what it is. The current situation, if you've... I remember playing briefly Assassin's Creed, and it was really annoying how they started it off. So when you started, you had everything, and you got to play with everything, and you got to see, like, you were at your peak, and then you did something, and then they stripped it all away from you, and you had to start with nothing. And we're kind of doing that shit. Like, this is where we want to be, and now that's getting stripped away, and then we have to work, and then we'll get it back in another form. It's not going to be here, it's going to be somewhere else, and it's going to be awesome, and it's like life goals. So I can suck it up. We have to sign at least a 2-year lease on it, and who knows. So that's how I feel right now. Shit's getting taken away, we'll get it back. That's what I can work for. What's your carbon temp price for a sedan or truck? $295 for the sides and the back. Establish this somewhere else? Yeah, but I don't know. And what I'm concerned of is jumping into buying, like, if I can just buy a random house somewhere, like, I don't know where I'm moving, and I don't really have time to look a whole lot, and it's kind of a big decision. And then what if I buy something and then the same thing happens? I got to make sure that wherever I move, this isn't going to be an issue again. So, we'll always be here to help. Aw, I appreciate that. Oh, let's talk about the new space, though. And cheer you on. Thanks, man. We're gonna turn it though into Studio 2.0. So if you thought this was cool, I'm gonna try and make that space even cooler. Hey, Mickey! Mickey with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy. Okay, actually, let's check it out. Here, I posted it in the group. I won't make you guys go to the group yet. I think. Let me make. We're gonna go to the desktop. And hopefully this won't just go super slow. Let me find my post. The group has been incredibly active. I'm really proud of all of you guys. You guys have been, like, fucking crazy. Such a cool group. Charles with a $5 super chat. You guys are really nice. Seriously, Matt, if you need any help with the new spot, hit me up. I got skills in that stuff. Thanks, man. Thanks so much for that. That means a lot. Yeah, there's probably a lot of people that are hearing this for the first time, too. I haven't been very public about this, but, like, it was very quick. It was, like, Friday, and now we're, like, trying to hustle to do something, so. What do you guys do with my posts? Yes. As far as I could tell, everything was fine, and then all of a sudden it wasn't, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna stay in that type of position, so whatever. Sorry, I'm scrolling in my own group to try and find my own post, and I don't know where it happened to it. Oh, here it is. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna watch this. Hopefully the audio doesn't double. I'll try and make sure it doesn't. Desktop, this one? And then 2 mics disabled. So now we only have the one. Okay, so we should be good. All right. So this is how rough it is. We'll look at the pictures first, and then we'll go through. Oh no, let's just. We can watch the video. I took a little video. Why is there no audio? Hang on. Oh, it's muted. Ah! What Stop. What we can do with this space is actually pretty damn cool. So I'm just going to walk you guys through it. Let's go. So this is the back door. And there's no audio. Full size garage. So is there? First thing is hang on. In the actual lease. This is probably going to be the one that I sign. So there's only 2 units available, and there isn't a lot of choice in my area. And as you can already see, we need a little bit of work, but what we can do with this space is actually pretty damn cool. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through it, and let's go. So this is the back door, and then we have a full-size garage. So first thing is we probably need to put insulation on this garage door. There's already a couple of panels there, but to make it all look pretty. Oh, sorry, it's blurry. And that foam that's on there too, like scrape some of that out and just put some good insulation, make it look all nice and clean and shit like that. The inside of this will definitely need to be painted white. Oh yeah, I can actually feel the heat radiating off of this door, so it definitely needs to be insulated. As far as it's a little blurry. We got some pictures too, but this is the space to pull in. This right here, as far as I can tell, it's actually tall enough where you could fit a SUV, a standard SUV under it. So I could probably fit my Explorer under this. The camera sometimes makes it look a little cleaner than it is. It's got good structure. It's just needs a fair amount of cleaning, and I don't think it has floor drains either. So let's continue. Where's the play? There's a space. It's pretty cool in here for it being reasonably warm. Those have outside, to go. Obviously, shit needs to be cleaned up. That's what they said they do. So we'll probably move or get rid of this bench. This shelving is an interesting idea, but I think it's going to get in the way. So we'll probably have to take that out. The flooring, I'm not worried about at all. Raised deck. It's just concrete floor. Doesn't look like there's any drainage that I'm seeing. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think there's drains. Unfortunately. That sucks. But I guess that's fine. We'll have it sucks. Raised deck floor put in here. Am I responsible for cleaning all of it up? This is where it gets annoying. I'll continue this. Just sorry. They said, okay, so I was talking to the realtor guy, and he's like, yeah, they should clear it all out, and it should be fine. And then it's like, or maybe we'll give you more time for free. And it's like wishy-washy. So it's like, I think so, but I don't know so. So under loft space is interesting. The loft is cool. I really like that there's a loft. I was pointed out that it might not be up to code, though. Cool. We got plenty of room to work with, so you could fill disconcerting. Probably 2 cars comfortably in here, which is adequate. It's really cool. There's this loft space. They said they're not going to do anything about this, which that makes sense. Yeah, they're not going to. They said that honestly, stays. That's probably more of a bonus than anything. I don't know. I can make it look good. Who needs code? Yeah. Here, question mark. Lots of shelving, though. Lots of shelving. And what's cool was they left this open. And what I see in that is camera angle. That would be fucking cool if you could have a nice overhead shot. That'd be very difficult to do any other way. So maybe we could do something cool with it, or maybe it'll just be a big meme. But there's storage and stuff up there. Yeah, this is definitely gonna stay. To me, it looks too useful right now for me to complain about it. So rather leave it up and see, and then if I want to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. Lots of extra shelving. A lovely little drop off to jump onto whatever we're tinting. So if we're live streaming, I'll just jump into it. You guys will see me literally fall off the loft right into the stream. Lots of storage up here. This creepy space. This creepy back area here. That's cool. Extra storage. No worries. You put a bed up there for naps? Yeah, no shit. And then going up front. So this office space is kind of annoying, though. Random back dark storage area. There's no lighting back here either. So I didn't.
Somebody's probably.
It's nothing notable there yet. Just wide open space.
A little bit of an.
And then this is where it kind of gets weird. We'll go through some pictures too, but this space to me is really weird.
Office space, like an interesting. That's kind of weird. What is that? What? Okay, that's a little goofy. So you have like a little area here. You have a bathroom. Needs to be cleaned for sure. They said they would clean all this. I don't know what to do about these floors. I mean, I guess
it's pretty
have a
messy.
To say what up, and then this is the front. So it's actually a nice.
That's a good
front.
point.
We're right in the corner.
The frontage of the building's great. No problems there. It's actually cool.
Snow.
It's not creepy. It's not like tucked that far. Like it's good. It's
so you don't
in a
have
good
to walk
space.
around awkwardly.
So this is just to me what's weird. And then like somebody just pointed out in chat, and I didn't realize you could probably take just this section down. The center has electrical in it. That a buddy of mine pointed out. So I'm not sure. So, and then they started showing it to somebody else.
Ideal.
So they started showing the space to somebody else as I was filming this too, and that made me like, sit.
I'd probably invite people back pretty quickly. This is kind of like a weird situation.
And I just, at first looking at it, I didn't know what to do with it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let's look at the pictures. So, is there any way to make this bigger? Can we full screen this? Wow. Thanks, Facebook. Okay. I guess that's as big as it's going to get. So, this is the back. Like, we walked all the way through it. You have these hanging shelves. That needs to be gone. This bench, maybe we could move it all the way up here, but I pretty much probably just want this gone too as well. Maybe it could be helpful up there. Maybe I'd miss it, but for now it's just this space is just nice, wide open tunnel. I like that there's wall here and there's wall here because it makes it a little bit more enclosed for establishing like that studio, like, you know, where we just like, this is where we're tinting today. It's not just massive wide open space and we don't know what to do with it. We have space, we have defined areas, and we can do a lot with it. And then as we go through, so this is from the back. We got that massive garage door, which I'm noticing is not a powered garage. So I'm probably going to have to add an opener to that. Because that'll be super annoying to just lift that all the time. But there's a lot of potential here. It's just going to need some work. So this loft space, pretty cool. This space is big enough, like I said, to pretty much fit like the Blazer and the Explorer underneath, as far as I could tell. So it's actually pretty deep and tall enough. I don't need to put a car back there, but the fact that I could maybe pull in and just park there is pretty cool. So the stream would likely happen right in front of this loft area. So this is the office. Let me go back one. So it's like right in here is where the stream would probably happen. That way I have room behind it and I have a little room in front of it. And then we could maybe put a camera up here or something. And then I could like start streaming from like in this corner or something like that. And that'd be pretty cool. So this office space is, to me, like, it's weird because, so you have this wall, and then what a buddy pointed out was that there's outlets here, so there's electrical run right in the middle. I would want to just get rid of it. I don't need it. I don't want it. They have this little cubby window, so you walk in the front, and then it's walled off here. So, like, you have this wall, and then you also have a flat wall that goes that way. So this is its own space, this is its own space, and then this is its own weird waiting space. But what he suggested, and we're gonna get some feedback, is maybe you could take out this section of the wall right here, and then if people walk in, then it's all opened up right here. So, well, there's multiple outlets, and I just didn't know what that involved. So as long as it could be taken out easily and then framed back up, I just don't know how expensive stuff like that is. But I would totally be cool with just getting it the fuck out. I don't know if it would be more of a headache just to cut it here and then leave this the way it is. But you know, there's, as long as we figure out what to do with this, like I don't have a problem. Put some like office type carpet or whatever, just repaint it, make it look clean, get some nice lighting in there. Like you don't need a lot of things to make it look good. But the back area, these walls are filthy. These walls are filthy. It's just, and what alarmed me too was the whole place smelled like weed, really fucking bad. And that is something that cannot happen. So if I have people walking in, like, I mean, we walked in the back and it just fucking, I don't know if workers had spoke there or if it's literally over from like the next door tenants. So there's people on one side, people on the other. So cross my fingers that it's not all loud, noisy shit all day, because that could really affect everything. So my kind of shop, I'm sure it is for a lot of people, but unfortunately, it's like if you're trying to get a better space and you have like customers walking in, your whole place just like, this has been an issue for places that I've worked at where like one person will come in and stink up the entire showroom, and then other customers are affected by that, and that's what really sucks. Besides the bathroom, is there water someplace else? That's a good question, actually. I don't have a good angle. This is
going to be a really rough video.
Wait, let me mute myself. Shut up. Other side. Because it's opposite right now. So like here, I saw a hose. So there's probably water that's run to here, but I forgot to like pay attention to it. I have some pictures, some other pictures and stuff. There's like a debate going. But if there's water back there, that would be awesome, because then I could do like a wash tub back there too. Can you sublease? That's what I'm gonna find out. They haven't even like, so we looked at it yesterday, and then I emailed him yesterday, and then he said he forwarded my list over to the landlord. He sent me that at like 9:30 this morning, and I haven't heard back so far. So I've been hoping to hear back in this time, and it still hasn't. So I'm gonna call him by the end of the day. Like, for all I know, it's just like they just already have something worked out with somebody else. So hopefully not. Hopefully we didn't just plan a whole bunch of shit and then have to redo it. But you know, I'm scrambling, man. Told yourself to shut up? Yeah, well, when I'm annoying, just shut up. I do that all the time when I was editing, because I noticed myself over explain things, and I know I do this during the live streams, and then I'm just like, shut up, dude. Like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I get it. Are people gonna get some iced coffee while waiting for a tint? I don't think it's within walking distance, but I should find out, actually. That's a good thing. How close is the nearest coffee shop? I'd be cool with putting a Keurig in there. That would be fun. But Keurig isn't the... You can do decent iced coffee with Keurig. It's okay. How far away is your home from the shop? It's about like 12, maybe 15 minutes at the most. It's really not far. And that's like also a very important thing, because I don't want to drive half an hour to it. So, but yeah, that's the plan so far. Depends on your coffee standards. Yeah. I used to do it. I used to do Keurig coffee all the time, and I found a couple. Laughing Man is a really, really good coffee for Keurig. Pike's Roast from Starbucks is also a really good coffee one. There's a lot of really bad Keurig coffees, though. Hope everything works out. I'll have you in my prayers. Thanks, man. Me too. I'm sure something's going to work out somewhere along the lines. But yeah, it's definitely yeah, definitely a little like but we'll get there. You know, I was always nervous with this place too. But we figured it out. And we've built a really cool thing in that time. So I have like enough support and stuff like that to spring into another place like this and then continue to like actually focus on doing the streams, which is a huge deal. Because that's just like it. I'm not going somewhere where I can't stream. And that's like why I haven't decided to like work more at the glass shop or whatever. Because like I talked with the owner. He's super cool. He's just like, man, I'd offer you a spot here, but I don't think that's what you want. And it's just like, yeah, well, they're working and doing their own thing. We can't have something like this in a place like that. So never know. It can turn out better than you ever thought. That's true. It could. I think the one thing that really disappoints me the most is just I can't like I have to this is gonna sound a little lame too. I have to get up and go somewhere else, and then I have to stay there on other people's time. And like if I have stuff to keep me busy there and it's like very structured, it won't be bad. I'm okay with it. Like you get there, you get to working and whatever. But if I'm going there and I'm just sitting and waiting around, I'm just it's going to drive me crazy. So I'm going to be really careful on how appointments are booked. So I'm not going to leave any types of gaps where it's like one thing's coming in at 4 p.m. and one thing's coming in at 9 a.m. unless I know that time's going to be filled. So I don't want to be a 9 to 5, just sit there all day and then just wait on other people. That's not fun. So that's where I lose it the most. So, but there's going to be a little of having to work extra, obviously, to pay for the space and stuff like that. But if we can figure out how to make it into a cool show. But one really positive thing right off of the beginning is it gives us the opportunity to finally do in-person teaching. That's something a lot of people have been asking about. And being that I will have a dedicated space, it's going to happen. So silver lining there. I don't know exactly how busy that would be, but we'll probably shoot for like one every other month or one a month, something like that. Limited to probably about 4 to 6 people. Less live streams? No, if anything, there'd probably be more. You can turn the loft in the classroom. That would be cool. Hopefully it doesn't collapse. But yeah, that whole upstairs space could be used for just like a chill area, and then underneath it too, like there's plenty of room under there to also, yeah, it'd be cool. And then inevitably somebody just jumps off the loft because they think it's fun. Oh boy. We're at the end of our coffee. Probably the end of our stream. The loft is the nursery. Well, I don't want to edit, so that's the thing. From looking at the structure and the pics, it looks well built. That's encouraging. Okay, good. It seemed pretty cool. Like the fact that there was a loft with so much storage is like, all right, we can do something cool with this. And they left that wide open. So we'll just put a zip line. We'll just zip line into some live streams, right? Dr. Disrespect, he flies in on a jet or a Lamborghini. We'll just zip line. And then crash into the garage door. Good shit. I can just imagine that shop, repainted walls, better lighting and RGB. Yeah. I should show you guys a light tunnel, but maybe I'll save that. No, I can't bring it up yet. If you guys, there's these cool light tunnels where like they have, I don't know how else to describe it other than a light tunnel. It's for detailing and stuff like that. You got vertical lights, or like angled lights, and then like the whole thing is lit and it goes, just a tunnel. Super cool. And there's just like 5 or 6 sections. I want to get one of those. That would be like the next thing. It'd be super cool. Do a zip line from the loft to the garage door with the customer's cars as you cushion. Yeah, man. Ah! And then I just break my arm or something. Good shit. Like a paint booth? Yeah, like a paint booth made of lights. because I want to do something special for like the new place, and it'll also like help enclose it a little bit more. So it's like this is where we do our work, rather than just leaving everything all wide open. Because painting up near the ceiling and stuff like that, it looks like it's just no. What's cool is like this is all kind of enclosed, and we got our lighting and situation here. It just helps with the overall atmosphere. Yeah, it's detailer lighting for extremely good lighting. Oh, yeah, exactly. So as long as it also looks good on camera, too. It's hard to, like, I haven't seen anybody... I haven't seen a lot of footage of one. I've seen lots of pictures. So, I've seen a lot of the hexagon stuff up at the top. And those, to me, make everything look a little funny on the car with the way it reflects. It's cool in, like, a picture. But, like, when you actually see video and stuff, it looks a little weird. So I just want it to be pretty even. That would be fun. What are those overhead lights that you have in your garage right now? So these are just exterior RGB lights, landscaping lights. I linked them on mytintstuff.com. Just everything that I added in here. And then these lights up here are just T5 grow lights. Grow lights are super good shop lights. And they're usually like, I think they're like $120 for like a 4 foot by with 4 bulbs. They're good. Can we visit? Yeah, that would be another thing. I like check with me. Like we'll probably have something set up where it's just like chill time or whatever. Maybe we could set it up like every other weekend or whatever. But like, yeah, we could legitimately have people just come hang out for a while. And maybe I could do like a teaching demo on something. I don't know. But like, yeah, we could make it into something cool. For sure. Because like at that point, it's like if I'm there and we like, yeah, why not? It's much easier to invite a bunch of people to like hang out at a shop and like goof around. Kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It would be cool. So, alrighty. We got some GoPro. Okay, let's just make sure this Jeep is all set, and then we'll be done with the stream. Yeah, I'd love to have some of you guys out there. That'd be super cool. Yeah, let me get my tool belt too. Training Tuesdays. Like, if we could segment some time where it's just like we have something and then we can do like, you know, just some open practice sessions and stuff like that, and just like a cool hangout and whatnot, and like figure out a little bit of a structure to it. There's no reason we couldn't have it. It'd be super fun. Because like I said, one of the reasons that this is so fun for me to do is like this is more of a hangout. So if we can turn like the shop space into a bit of a hangout from time to time, you know, the tricky part would be, hey, I'm streaming, no hangouts, but we'd like have some sort of a day that we could separate, and like this is our, people can come by, we can set up some training classes, check here on the site for like open times or whatever. And the other thing is like, if it's, oh shit. Oh, good. The mic's still on. Oh, thank God. I thought I disabled it. And the other thing is just like, well, lost my train of thought. Never mind. Yeah, it would be fun. Come hang out. 1 hour training Tuesdays starting at 100 per person. No. But like, so I don't want to like, hey, if you want to come out and just like, I don't know. If you want to just come out and like hang out for a little bit and just like talk and like, hey, I've been having problems with this, or what is your advice on that? Or just, you know, talk business and whatever. It's like that kind of stuff. That's just fun for me. It's just got to make sense in terms of like everything else that's going on. That's all. So it's like if shit's going well, like, and the stream's going well, and I'm not overwhelmed with stuff that I need to get done, and it's just like, yeah, today we can hang out, or just like open hangout day or whatever. Like, that would be super cool. I mean, we could get some food to the shop. It'd just be fun. So we'll see. I don't have any plans exactly of how that would work. I just got to get things up and running, and then we'll figure out a legitimate like paid training course, because that's something like that needs to happen, and then like an open workshop in a sense. I don't know. With pineapple and ham pizza. Get the fuck out. Kidding. We will get along with our different pizzas. Good shit, man. Ugh. If I get my detached garage set up, would you be interested in coming out and doing a stream? Man, it would be so much work to just get out there. Probably not. I appreciate the offer, but that's a lot of work to get out there and just do a stream. If I happen to be in the area, maybe. But like, I was just in Texas and I didn't even visit anybody. It was all just like family vacation time. Okay. So, I think we're pretty good on this. We're looking nice. We have, just making sure that's all the way down. Let's put this glass down along with. Yeah, one thing I've learned is also we can kind of space out appointments a little bit more and just try and like maintain things the way that they are and not worry so much about just pulling whoever calls in the door, because like some of them, like people that just call sometimes are just window shopping and you'll let them take up your space, and then you'll be waiting there and you'll get frustrated because they don't show up and whatnot. So we pretty much just take deposits on everything now, and that's helped a bunch. So I think moving forward, we're going to continue to do stuff like that. Just going to be really careful about like wasted time. And like hanging out with people to me is not wasted time. Just like chilling and doing whatever. It's just like wasted time to me is like when you have a thing that's supposed to happen, like a customer is supposed to show up and you put aside the time and then they just don't. And then you have nothing to do. That's where it kills me. When you have other things that could be done and then somebody doesn't show up and you're just like, ah, fuck. Well, good. Jeep is good. Good Jeep. So 20 on the front, 20 over factory, 20 on the back, so 5 in the back. Looking sharp. 10 out of 10 for the mudded Jeep. I'm super excited. Awesome. Oh, wait, what? Wish me good luck for tomorrow. I'm trying to tint my first car with quality stuff. Finally got my hands on some tinting tools with global film. I've only tinted before with budget stuff. Oh, awesome. Good luck, man. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Hope it goes well. It's good that you practice. You did the thing. You practiced with some shit, and you got some better shit, and now you're going to do your first install with it. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so we can turn this off now. Alrighty. So I got some other stuff that I gotta do today. Cross my fingers on that. Thank you all for all the love and support. We gotta shout out some super chats, of course. Never want to forget that. So let's put you all on this window here. So it's C. Whitaker. Thank you. Lifted. Sim. Daniel. Tija, Alligator, Charles, LKB, Tija, Mickey, and Charles. Thank you all so much for all the love and support. And anybody else that has just chimed in today with all the encouragement on what's going on. You guys have been very, very supportive. And that goes for on stream and in the group with everybody that's posting. We have a really awesome community now. And just keep on being awesome. I really very much appreciate this group and this community. So, yeah. Crossing my fingers for everything in the future. I know we'll figure things out one way or another. And hopefully they'll be for the better. And we'll keep these streams going. So, with that, thank you guys so much for just hanging out. I don't know exactly when the next stream... probably tomorrow. We'll probably just do a stream tomorrow from the glass shop. As long as it's not too hectic. So look forward to that. As far as the studio, it will be moving. But maybe... I don't know. Like, maybe we'll do something else here. But yeah, we're trying to move it as quick as we can. So thank you all. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.